Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to another fantastic Friday Night Fights. I am one of your co-casters tonight, Corden, joined by none other than Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish, how you feeling tonight, my friend?
I'm feeling real good, man.
Fantastic. Good to hear. And obviously, none other than the amazing, fantastic operator himself, Saku. How you feeling tonight, my Canadian brother?
No need to ask, I'm a smooth operator.
Smooth operator. There
Smooth.
we go.
There we go.
So we have the trifecta tonight. We've hit all the conferences, people. We're coming at you with Hero, Legacy, and Pro, not in that order. We got some playoffs. We got some playoff contention. We got a great Friday night fights coming from you. Let's start from the top. We've got Jimbo and Jester. We've got Foolish Madmen coming in against Always Top Deck Lethal. So that's going to be a lights out match. That's the first matchup of the night. Coming in second, we've got Pro. You've got Ariana from F2L versus Faction and Unlimited Power.
Unlimited
Last
power.
but very not least, and the very last minute they could squeeze in, but we got them in there. We've got the Advanced Tactical Lackeys versus Dab on them. Little Your Mum Kid versus Boozosaurus. So, Dr. Fish, why don't you take us through very quickly through this first matchup we're about to see in Legacy playoffs here?
All right, so we've got Jimbo versus Jester. Jimbo has brought Druid, Paladin, Rogue, Warrior. Jester has brought Druid, Paladin, Rogue, Warlock. So the only difference is we see one bringing Warlock, one bringing Warrior. We have the bans are probably up on the screen. Jimbo banning Jester's Druid, Jester banning Jimbo's Rogue. So we will not be seeing those classes at all. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I would assume I thought we'd see a warrior ban possibly there from Jester, but
I thought so too.
and then on Jimbo's side, I kind of expected a paladin, but I have to assume Jimbo brought a more of an aggressive lineup to kind of out tempo or I guess just smash face on those paladins and go as fast as he possibly can.
Yeah.
Jester's side, though, if it is a World Kick Rogue can obviously deal with Druid boards and other stealth boards very easily, especially
Yeah.
Zoo Warlock boards. So, smart ban coming out there if that is what we will see. And I think we're just about to jump in here with our combatants. So, Saku, why don't you tell us who we got and where they are?
All right, so where they be, we have Jimbo, who's going to be at the bottom of the screen, first to spectate for our casters. Then we have Jester, that's going to be on the top there. So both players are ready to rumble. I will type and get them rolling.
Nice.
A little something I like to start off. I'm going to try and do every stream now. If you have a drink in front of you, water, beer, wine, whatever you have, a little sociable before we start the night, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. Salutations.
Yes, yes.
That is a good drink.
Heck yeah. Whew. Man, I'm quite excited for this matchup. This is the first match in this semifinals matchup between these two teams. Got 7-1 in a 6-3 player, Jester, who eliminated my team from the playoffs earlier by defeating me 3-2. I looking at his lineup, I can kind of guess what decks he probably has based off our match. Unless he's changed it up a little bit, of course. Jimbo, I do not know much about, but I know he's a very strong player. What do you think these players are going to lead?
Oh, man. I think these paladins might come flying out as fast as you can see them. Leaving them open is pretty crazy, especially pure paladin actually has very strong matchups versus aggro, especially if you can control the board super early. In ways of consecration and even sticking like a 4/4 Argent Braggart sometimes can just win you the board. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that, or even just Cheese Paladin try and sneak out some mana and abuse the power that deck truly has. We are going to see that Paladin coming out from Jimbo, but on the side of Jester, we're going to see a Warlock. So coming out from Jimbo here, we do see more of that everyone likes to call it Ramp Pally or Cheese Pally, as we all like the freshly nerfed high Abyss Allura. Obviously, gone up to 5 mana now, and on Jester's side, just looking like your standard Zoo lock. So I'm excited to see this matchup. I think if Zoolock can really get off to a flying start, it's got a chance, but Jimbo's got that really good card in hand, and that's your red scale dragon tamer. That's really what you're looking for in this paladin matchup. That's going to allow you to draw through, get that Norse Doom with the Timeless, slam it on 4, play some big minions right after that.
Yeah. So, gonna see this Jailer come out, which technically doesn't give the deck away. But you can but Jimbo can kind of guess that's probably a Zulok looking at that, and doesn't even need the Tamer, but it's just a nice tempo card.
Yeah.
As not Dormu the Timeless has been drawn.
Yeah, that's going to be very good to see. I mean, the thing about this too is Jester might use a little bit more than he needs to try and deal with his Dragon Tamer. We do see double-handed Gul'dan in the hand of Jester with no ways to discard quite yet, so kind of a clunkier start for Jester. Does have the double 1-drops here and elects to go for that.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I might have rathered a tap. And if you want to play a 1-drop, you can go for a coin. You just want to start discounting your giants as fast as possible in every matchup. But it's not a bad thing to get this type of board, especially knowing now what type of deck this is. The one thing I will caution with Jimbo is that he doesn't really have anything after this Nozdormu. Like,
yeah, once
he's not going to be able to corrupt the clowns or anything.
No, exactly. You're really going to see just possibly see a tempo clown. I mean, I call it tempo clowns, which I don't know if that's even a real thing, but you're going to see clowns come down possibly for just a measly 9 mana 4/4 times 2, right, or 3.
Yeah.
So
Jester's about to get the news here that Nozdormu's in hand.
Yeah, so Jester now has some information, and you can kind of expect what this turn for Jimbo is going to be.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm just curious.
I'm just curious if the deck.
I'm just curious if maybe this. Well, now getting all this mana. Yeah, the way that this kind of played out.
So that's unfortunate. So he could just elect to throw the coin here, but
yeah, he's gonna throw the coin. Yeah, very
just
likely.
to guarantee hitting the 1 mana Hand of Gul'dan.
You could Hand of Gul'dan first and then.
I think he wants to be able to use as much of this mana as possible.
Sure.
So gonna discard that Hand of Gul'dan. Does get a Nightshade Matron in hand as well.
Really good draw.
For a second discard.
All right,
well, 8 mana Flesh Giant.
Now it'll get discounted once, maybe twice. I'd like to see a tap. I'd like to see a tap here almost, because I think you just want to get this giant discounted.
To 7 brings it to 6, and he can still rush into that 8/8 if he so chooses.
Sure.
So in Jester's side of things, he's worried about, obviously, tip the scales. He's got to know, do I have to respect this 8/8, or can I really leave it up and just apply maximum pressure myself? Does go to use the Animated Broomstick, rushes that Flesh Giant in, pushes 6 to face.
Yeah.
Now Jimbo top decks
tip the scales. That is quite the top deck.
Wow.
There is a potential just to play the Nozdormu here. It would have quite a bit of pressure. And then you would have the clowns. Of course, you want to play tip the scales though.
Tip the scales is and you can put the Crab Riders behind this.
Yep, Crab Rider.
Yeah.
The second Crab Rider in hand that you can play makes this play so much better.
Yeah.
And this is probably I don't know if I want to call it insurmountable, but it is definitely going to be super tough because this Zoo deck doesn't run. I know there were some versions of this list running Hellfire.
Right,
some versions of decks running Hellfire, ways to just clear these types of these cards. There's so much power. There is no more brooms. No
Soulfire.
It says a Raise Dead. So there is a chance to raise that out more stuff, which can be used to clear, especially if another broomstick gets put in hand, and it does.
It's the broom and actually has a lot of mana. He can just fire out all these 1-cost minions, slap a Wriggling, and then fire down a might use it. I think you could use it on some 1/3s and definitely.
I like the tap in case there was something that was more playable potentially. With all these 0-cost
just make it a board.
Oh no, you make the board for sure.
Sorry, I mean, I don't think he's going to trade. I think he's going to rush in some of these bigger minions into the Tide Caller, but
I think you want to get rid of the you just want to get rid of the War Leader.
Yeah,
and you want to get rid of. I'd say get rid of the 1/1. Get rid of the 1/1 for sure. You don't necessarily have to care about the 1/3.
Value trades here.
Probably will take the full trades though.
Yeah.
And now this deck is in a pretty good position. Oh, that's a good draw. The Fell Cracked, or the Scrapyard Colossus.
Yeah.
That corrupts the clowns and doesn't use N'Zoth, the God of the Deep. All right, so he's about to get a rude awakening of clowns.
So we could go for the 50-50 on doubling our soul fires here. I don't know. There's a couple different ways to do it.
I don't like using that card right now, at least. Both hands gone, sadly.
Gonna play that most likely.
Yeah. I think the main thing is going to be deciding whether you want to use Wicked Whispers, knowing even though you get rid of the Soulfire, if so using that's worth it.
Yeah, that's why I was electing possibly to Expired Merchant first, because if you toss the Soulfire, you at least get another 2 back. Whereas if you Wicked Whispers here, you're guaranteed throwing 4 damage away. But
sure, but he's
go
also,
for it.
I mean, this is also really nice.
Yes.
Where I mean, even knowing what we know, obviously I don't think this matters. But Jester has really fought through this deck really well. It's just these clowns come down and it's rough. This Dudek is out of gas. It needs more than it has against this deck with clowns. Yeah.
Well, we get a free hero power. Let's see what we can dig for.
We're going to opt to use that later. I'm just going to opt to use mana because there's so much mana that this deck has. Dark Glare. Not the card you want to see there because there is no extra hero power now. Just going to trade off with 2 cons, but that is just enough to stave off lethal.
Yep. 1 damage off. So we're an Underlight Angling Rod away from lethal at this point.
Yes, if that weapon is drawn, then this is over. Or Libram of Justice, a lot of decks have been running. Or Judgment, that card has also been run in many decks. Libram of Gidam, and another clown coming in. I think you could just drop N'Zoth here, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, in this point of view, Jimbo has a very strong grasp on this. Really, anything
he could do anything, and it would be fine. Essentially, there's not much that he can do.
You missed 2 drops off of this. Worst thing you pull is you pull your Murloc, which and then doesn't give you a great one, but corrupts your clowns in some crazy way. Jester survives.
Jester's just gonna find lethal. Yeah, I mean, because had 2 ways to find lethal, and took the way of the flame imp. Jimbo getting a win with the ramp pally, as
not as a commanding a lead as you usually see with those pallies. Usually in those tip the scale turns, they come out and you feel very sad as whatever aggro deck you're playing against. Yes. But Jester was able to find almost 3 different ways there to push through the big boards that Jimbo had accumulated and very close, honestly, to getting them. So
yeah, I mean, especially with a Flesh Giant in the pool. In the res pool, I think getting the brooms was nice. I think not getting a giant felt pretty bad.
Yeah, missing the giant off one of those was pretty awful. Still interested in that Expired Merchant turn, seeing if you could 50-50 it and 8 damage off the top. There's always a chance you rediscard your other Soulfire. So difficult matchup there, obviously, but we will see what comes out next. Let's see a Druid versus the Paladin on the side of Jester.
Yep, Jester going with a Broom Paladin list.
This is
just judging off of the Silas in his hand. We've got Gibberling Druid versus Broom Paladin.
You see 2 cards that you like to see in Druid start: Gibberling and Lightning Bloom.
Yep.
Probably going to see bees and guess the weight chucked here. And for Jester, I would
Yeah.
assume keeping that hand. And yes, he does.
All right, so this.
Oh, my. Oh, wow. Jimbo,
Wow,
this
talk
man had a
about-
family.
Talk about hitting the nuts.
And
Yeah, I mean,
bees
this is-
just a really...
I mean, this. I mean,
Do you go
can't-
for it or
can't-
do you
can't
wait
dra-
one turn?
Oh no, you go for it. No, you just go for it. You just go
I think
gibber.
he's counting, making sure, does everything check out?
He's just gonna make
I guess
a lot
you don't
of
even need to
weird-
use Lightning Bloom here.
It's
It's actually probably better if you don't overload yourself. You can just gibberling,
Yeah, you don't have
innervate,
to.
Power of the Wild.
innervate coin power. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, might actually bees here? Oh yeah,
No,
hits the
yeah,
bees.
he'll go for the bees, but I might have rather to have liked to have seen. I don't know if the gibberling if that. Oh no, it does. That's such a weird interaction.
Very
The
strange.
spell
one.
burst. The spell went through, and then the spell burst happened. I guess that makes sense happening.
Has to resolve the spell playing on the
Yeah.
board, and then it checks the board. So spell first, spell burst second. So actually
Yeah.
locked out of this Power of the Wild on the next turn.
No, I'm just gonna use the coin.
Big draw for Jester here. No, he's overload for 2, so he can't. He Lightning
He
Bloom.
is completely overly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will be this won't be bad at all.
No, big pickup on Jester's side last turn actually. Barov.
Yeah, the Lord
That's-
Barov. That's exactly what I was looking at was the Lord Barov, and now look
Barov,
at that,
ooh.
a really nice pickup of Crab Rider.
Rider,
Crab Rider
yeah.
can clear 2 Gibberlings.
Easy mode.
I think you wanted to go for the Power of the Wild on turn 1 rather than the bees because bees if it just leaves these Gibberlings at 1/1s and they're more clearable.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you lose out on, I guess, 1 minion doing it that way.
Yeah.
Savage Roar picked up, but not really a way to flush out the board. I'm interested to see if he goes for a 3-2 here and then coins a power. And yeah, does elect to go for that with that Savage Roar pickup. Oh, Jimbo just kind of digging through, going to see if he can hit. So we did see the guess the weight, so has a little bit more draw on the deck there. Chester obviously has many ways to deal with this board. He does have the Broomstick Barov. Might actually go for that.
Yeah,
at this
I mean,
moment in time.
Barov Broom is the play you want to make here. I know it feels kind of bad, but
Yeah, but
I mean, just
didn't-
clearing this board out completely, just trade it into any of the minions.
yeah.
And it's pretty okay.
He's possibly electing to see if he could just leave the Barov up, maybe.
No, there wasn't.
Chooses to clear. There's the Dreamway Guardians. Gonna make some 2-1s with Lifesteal.
Mhm.
And Jester is kind of running out of things to do on his side as well. We're kind of in that top deck mode until Jester gets a little bit more, a little bit more
The
mana.
hand of a doll being in hand's pretty nice, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, is able to really play that out. You can just hero power hand, and then
yeah.
even if something survives, blessing,
Yeah.
wisdom.
hmm Definitely. Like, obviously, you save the blessing, but
That's
just
a nice card to see.
making a 3T. That's a nice card. His hand's so heavy, though. Like, I think if I was Jester, I would have. I know because I saw Aldor Truthseeker in his opening hand. Like, in most matchups, I'm actually keeping that card.
Actually wants the draw if he wants to hit him in the face.
I like it. It forces Jimbo to make the decision about attacking. I mean, generally, right now you don't probably mind it because your opponent has 3 cards in hand, but like for all Jimbo knows, he could give him exactly what Jester needs, which would be something like an Aldor Attendant or Devout Pupil, or I don't even know if this deck runs Pupil anymore, but yeah, let's
Yeah,
see. We
it's,
have Savage Roar and Bloom. I mean, if I'm Jimbo, I might even just
Yeah,
I think
Electro
he's
Roar.
gonna go with the Savage because he just wants to start. He just wants to start dealing damage. Is he gonna respect the draw? Is he gonna not attack with the draw minion? Yeah, he is. He's
I
gonna opt
respect
to.
it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good draw. So let's
Sal Heights
ride.
Bride is a very great draw right now.
It allows, yeah, it's gonna allow Penflingers and stuff to come into hand, potentially. And second Gibberling, that is actually that's one of the worst draws that we could have seen from Jimbo
Absolutely.
here. I
Might
think if
see
I'm
this,
Jimbo, I just trade that card into the 3-1, the one that draws. That way I don't have to keep it on my board and have it clog up a space potentially. But we'll see what Jimbo decides.
At the same time, you could leave it up. It's almost like a stealth minion. I don't know. It's very strange. You don't want to attack with it because you'd like to have a minion on board, but then Jester doesn't want to clear it, obviously, because he wants it to draw. It's kind of a weird dynamic there. We do see second Blessing of Wisdom coming out, so he could actually shut down this entire board from Jimbo, and just said, you don't want to attack with one of them. Well, how about two of them, buddy?
True.
Penflinger does come into hand, but only the one spell at the moment to activate it.
Could
you ever see a Silas here and turn that Wisdom around? Like, what else are you going to hit Silas on in this matchup?
You don't want to give your opponent. You don't want to give a token druid a 4/4 minion.
Right, you're giving them the Silas. I'm always on the. I'm always forgetting Silas. I always think OTK. Right? It's just you give them. Yeah,
you do it for the OTK. Yeah, I know.
You give them the bad one.
So I think what we're gonna see is Penflinger on the 1/1 and probably Blessing of Wisdom on his own minion. Yeah. Cool. I don't think you want to use the broom. I think you just hold here, and you just wait for your next turn where you're gonna drop Libram of Wisdom, Libram of Hope, and make a big minion on your board. Yeah,
because you're getting rid of both your blessings if you rush this in right now. Second Dreamway pulled into hand, still not getting the best draws. Gibberling.
Yeah, Gibberling. I mean, maybe Jimbo thinks there's no. I have to do something. So you go Gibberling Dreamway, but it's not necessary. I don't know. Next turn we'll see, because there is the. I mean, it's a very real possibility we're just going to see Hope, and that is, I mean, as it's very likely just the best play, depending on draws. But even then, I don't know what you could draw that would be better. So gonna remove the minion
and just let the 1/2 sit. Oh, okay. Goes for the Gibberling turn. Just gonna say, you know what? I could top deck something. You could top deck that second Savage Roar and completely close out this game.
Really wants that Arbor up right now.
I think you're seeing this Libram come down here personally.
Oh yeah. I don't see what other card you play here.
Honestly, I think he might be I think with Mouse and Broom, because sometimes you see that Broom Silas and get the 1/2. But I'm not 100% sure. I think Libram's just nice. Heal 8, give yourself an 8/8 taunt divine shield. That just seems right.
Because you know that Jimbo has one card that he's been holding since the first turn, and so you don't. So like, and it hasn't been playable. Like he would have arbored up in one of those last 2 turns if he had it. So you have to assume it's probably like a card. You could make a hand read that it could be like a Lightning Bloom, or something that's just really tough to play. So I think, wow, we're not going for the Hope. We're gonna go for some clear. I'm so interested by this play.
It allows you to control the board a lot better, because on the flip chance that your opponent does have a weird way to I guess to get rid of that, like maybe hits them with a Bees, then with a Savage Roar off the top.
I mean, he would have played Bees.
I
think he would have played Bees by that point. Yeah, it's just really weird. A really different. I mean, I mean, obviously controlling a token druid board's good.
Forest State is a card.
Forest State is a good card here.
Yeah, that is a silly card right now. I think you chill here, Jimbo. You've got a lot to do next turn.
Yeah, he just hero power clears the minion. I mean, there's no reason to.
Wow, that fungal off the top was a huge pickup for Jimbo.
Yeah, that's why I more like the other play last turn. Aldor Attendant's really nice. You can even you can now go for the Penflinger plus Penfinger plus Libram here. Plus Libram of Hope. Where you just ping off the 1/2 that has you can ping off the 1/2 that has the that does not have Libram or doesn't have Blessing of Wisdom on it. And then you can also even play the Libram of Wisdom just to buff a card. All right, he's gonna turn face now. I'm gonna go for the Libram. I might have wanted to kill off the 1/2, want to maybe put some stuff on the 1/2. However, he doesn't go for that.
Well, the 1/2 doesn't. It doesn't die if you want to play Hope.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But it makes it pingable next turn. Either way, I don't think that Libram's getting back to hand this turn. I don't see a way in which that happens. Adorable Infestation. That's the draw.
This Forest State is actually a very hard thing for Jester to deal with. We've seen Barov already. You know, there's only one Penflinger in hand at least. You would have seen a few more.
Yeah.
And you only have the one hand of the one Libram of Justice sticking on the Libram of Wisdom sticking on this 9/9. So the 9/9 doesn't die. You don't really have a great way to bounce this Flinger.
There's always debate as to which minion you put your Wisdoms on. I think putting it on the 1/3 may have been better potentially.
Yeah, I'm always
but either way, I think it wouldn't. I don't think it would be this killable next turn, so it wouldn't really matter too much. So yeah, we're gonna see this minion traded to pop a Divine Shield, which I like a lot. And you're gonna start poking, and you're gonna start doing some poke damage on it with the Infestation as well. Board locking, Jester, or Jimbo board locking himself. Ooh, good pickup.
Wow, yeah, another taunt.
But are we just gonna go for a Liadrin for a couple of spells here?
Yeah,
that is possible. That wouldn't be bad.
Flinger 3 times here, so you clear the board.
Flinger.
Clear the board of 4 minions.
Yeah, I think I would have just. You can flinger a few times, or you can go for or you can even go for Hand of A'dal instead. You just draw with Hand of A'dal on the 3/1. Gonna opt not to do that. Just gonna
Just gonna make this Libram of or Ancient Guardian as big as he possibly can. Nope, Libram goes for the 2/4. Gonna be able to smack off one of these treants.
Clear off a 2/2. Yeah. Yeah, we see Jimbo hovering that Savage in his hand.
Yeah, Savage are gonna be enough to deal with the board, but not gonna be enough to push much towards face. And when you see a 9/6 trade on a 2/2,
I don't like that. Like I know you're worried about Savage, but it would die anyways. You got to get that face damage in. I mean, maybe my thought there is wrong, but
I think Jester's definitely in the long run in this point.
Yeah.
Now it's the same amount of minions to get through that. You do miss the 9 damage, but Jester's got Penflingers. He's got has used the Lady Liadrin.
The Lady Liadrin being used is kind of It's not the end of the world because the Librams aren't coming very fast. Or I should say the cards that you can attach onto minions haven't come too fast, and you definitely having that second hope is nice.
Yes, that was I think the biggest sequencing that needed to happen there.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously want to get the heal 8, make it 8/8.
Yeah, so we're just gonna see some trades.
I like it.
Oh yeah, I think the Savage hold is fine because you have second Forest State, and now you're threatening a lot more with this play.
Flinger's about to come out though and call a bunch of people a bunch of losers.
Sure, definitely.
He could actually. So an interesting thing.
I think he
didn't attack with the Crystal Dryad. He could have actually attacked with an overdrew Jester.
Yeah. Sometimes that's hard to see in the moment. I like the Flinger play. I know we're going to see a bunch of Flingers coming out here.
Oh yeah.
There was another potential line. I think that still would have been fine, which would have been Aldor Truth Seeker and a Libram of Hope. Because that's a lot to get through.
Rip Wild Pyromancer. He's gone.
Pyro's good.
Yeah, you could just Libram of Wisdom your Pyro up and pretty much seal this game out, because if you make a big Pyro that never dies, it's just
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it can't get healed, but it'll you just put 2 of them on it and it will,
pretty much healing itself, like or I
yeah.
guess staying normal.
It's staying at the same health, but it's just gaining attack. I really like this play. This is where the Broom Paladin starts really shutting out. Really starts shutting out the Druid deck. The token Druids.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier.
Like, these are good draws because these draws are nice because they start drawing cards, but at this point there's 15 damage that's on the board, and Jimbo has to start looking for stuff in his deck. He's gonna he probably will play bees on the 5/2 here, but that just puts more Librams in Jester's hand. Puts 2 Librams. Gonna have to decide what last card to play. Gonna opt for the Guess the Weight, it looks like.
Ooh, gets it. That's a hard way to go. Up or down. Seeing 2 Innervates and 2 Lightning Blooms, you're pretty much guaranteed it there. But this is kind of the point in the matchup that I was alluding to earlier. This is where the Broom Paladin just needs to sit back and control the board. You know, obviously missing 9 damage feels bad, but in this sense of things, 9 damage doesn't really matter when you can just Penflinger everything off the board and make a giant board like he is right now.
Yeah, agreed.
And there is your pupil, as you alluded to earlier in the game. At least Jester's version still plays it.
Yeah.
I do love a good study session.
And that is a wall of taunts.
Yeah, this is over.
Well played.
Arbor up, where have you been?
Thank you.
Can't win them all.
Boom. Yeah. Evening the series up is Jester. Got a 1-1 matchup. What do we think's coming out next here, Fish?
Let's see. Looking at classes, Jimbo still has his Druid and his Warrior, and Jester now has his Druid and his Warlock. I think playing matchups, I think we're gonna see we might see the Druid. There's a lot. I think like Jester's kind of fighting an uphill battle with his Warrior still up. And it's just gonna come down to Warrior. No, yeah.
Yeah, the Warrior is still up.
The Warrior is still up. Yeah. So Jester might bring out his Jester might bring his Rogue out. I'm sorry. I forgot that Jester's Druid is banned. So I think you bring the Rogue out. I don't think you want to bring Warlock out unless Warrior has gotten a win at this point.
Yeah, Jester's in a kind of an awkward spot where if that is stealth rogue, and we've already seen the Zoo style of Zoolock.
Yeah.
That Warrior is in a good spot to win through, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's also a chance you just say if it's Zoo, then it might just be able to get under a deck like Enrage Warriors and Token Druid as well. It's pretty favored in Token Druid, so maybe we just see the Zoo come out again.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. I mean, Zoo can definitely buff a board and steal a game before any of those skipper turn nonsenses can happen. Sure. But we are gonna see Jimbo run back that Token Druid, and you're gonna see Jester bringing out the Rogue, and see that little flick Sky Shiv in hand. That nice little tech that I think people have been playing specifically for this matchup, actually.
Yeah, it's played for a few matchups. Flick is just a really strong card in general, and also with the Edwin nerf, it can kind of come in as an Edwin replacement. But yeah, I mean, it's just a really strong card. I really like Flick being added into these combo decks.
Yeah, when you can just say 6 mana, destroy a board full of treants, or even glowflies, feels pretty good. Jimbo going to elect to keep that heavy ramp hand. Does get a nature study too to discount this hand even further. But Jester does get the Pharaoh's Cat and gets the Vaughn Thief. So I'll actually use the Pharaoh Cat actually.
Yeah, I like that start. I like this start that we see in Jester's hand. And Jimbo also as well has a pretty nice start as well. This should be a pretty action-packed game right off the bat.
Yeah, some good cards. Prize Plunderer is one of the best. Backstab, obviously, is probably the best card that you want to see in this matchup if you're Jester.
Agreed.
Able to just pretty much delete a token if you so choose. Interested that Jimbo didn't go in on the nature study. I guess he's looking to go for a Glowfly next turn, possibly, but
I'm not sure if it would be a Glowfly play or not. I think I will have to see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Nature Cities not being played as well. See second Lunar. Interesting decisions have to be made here.
Yeah, this is what I mean. The studies, I guess, not using next turn, it saves you, gives you some mana discounts, but at some point, so Glowfly brings it down to 3. You could coin first. So if you coin first and then you could get the Glowfly out.
Yeah. Just gonna opt to just use a Lunar just to clear. I think just trying to keep as much in hand, but I'm wondering about because Nature Studies just kind of replenishes the hand. It just replaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was alluding to there too. That
definitely.
Nature Study just gives you a second spell, so you're not too upset using it with Glowfly in hand. But now we are going to see this
the Lightning Bloom out here, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna see some good answers here from Jester.
Yes.
Wow,
Arcane Blast pickup. You've got questing off the top as well now with the backstab and Arcane. I think you see that questing every day of the week, no questions asked.
Yeah, mana's a little bit funky here.
Because you can buff it to a 4/4, clear off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can clear off. No, you can only clear off 4 minions. So would die obviously. If I'm seeing Jester and I see that Lunar Eclipse come out last turn, I might bang it. But Prize Plunderer is also really good with Swindle.
I'd probably pull the trigger on the questing, and I would use Prize Plunderer
instead of the Arcane.
Yeah, maybe it's the same thing.
It's the same
honestly.
thing, and you get a 2/1 minion for sure. Yeah,
we're gonna opt for the Swindle play. It's not a bad play at all for sure. Clears off everything. And questing will still have some stuff to play with. It's still a pretty empty hand at this point, but at least there's Shadow Step.
Yes, Shadow Step, especially with a Wand Thief. Although unfortunately, no. Hopefully, we get a cheaper draw next to combo off of that. I am interested in that questing adventure return. I feel like having the Swindle in hand, especially having something you can combo with it next turn, in the Arcane Blast, would have been a really strong play because Druid predominantly has difficult times playing against big minions that can grow. And if you're making Druid deal with a minion rather than developing their own board, they're already playing off of their turn.
Yeah.
Give me a quest.
All right, we're gonna see a nice turn here, I think.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Wand Thief, Shadow Step, Wand Thief.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Could also just clear the board again. I mean, that's kind of how you lose this matchup in Druid. It's just Druid gets to stick a silly, 3 minions could kill you if enough chip damage gets thrown through. So
yeah,
see if Jester respects these 1/2s on board.
Yeah, I'm wondering the ordering that Jester's considering with the Shadow Step. There's a few ways you could go. And either way would be fine. You can opt to do this
You're gonna
route, which
step this 2-1.
I feel like you want to attack face with the 2-1 first, of course.
yeah.
Make sure you get that damage. But yes, that was the other play I actually saw myself. But I also think that your Wand Thief step Wand Thief would have been fine because it refills the hand. I think I might have actually preferred that play.
Yeah, I like having a big hand, especially getting rogue and getting mage spells. But not on Jimbo's side. He does get that arbor up pretty decently. So gonna see a nature study. Bees is nice. Bees does not clear.
Oh, I'd be so tempted to take Moon Touch, but Beast is a better pick.
Yeah, it's really hard to, especially with playing the nature study, to corrupt the Moon Touch. I guess that is corrupted if you play Arbor up.
Arbor would corrupt it. Yeah. I think that this is the correct play.
Stick a board and Power of the Wild behind it.
Yeah. Jester just has to draw a card that's playable for this Wand Thief. And because it gets mage spells have plenty of ability to clear. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, that's rough.
I think you'd rather the lackeys because they give you a bigger questing and gets the Cobalt and the Faceless. I would say, other than Titanic or Rush, probably two of the best. Those are some pretty good lackeys. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for Jester, no Evolve lackey.
Yeah, you could have gone for the Evolve.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. That is wild right there. Yeah, that's for protection. That's so good. Midway Maniac. Card you never see.
Wow. That is Poor Jimbo. Just can't catch a break with this Druid list.
Yeah.
We
I want swiftly.
Uh-oh.
Considering where to put the damage.
Oh,
Considering whether
in
to
this
trade or
in
not.
this rate, I'm going up top.
Yeah.
I know we always say respect the but you're in such a just outrageous position right now in this matchup that yeah. Wow. This is Arbor up turn. But are you just dead on the flip side? 10, 11, 12,
it's
13,
two off.
14, 15? You're one off with the
15
hero
with the
power?
hero power, yeah.
Oof.
You
You're
have to
eviscerate away from death.
You have to go for this. Passage would be a really nice find.
Passage would be game and gets the
backstab.
That's not lethal, unfortunately.
No,
I was just counting because of the clear.
It is still off. You're right.
Yeah, because of the clear on the taunt.
Yeah, so I think you have to. So I think he should clear up some of the board here.
Oh yeah. In this case, now that you've stuck a board, it's These trades are pretty nice too, honestly. Lackeys hit the 4-1, and then, or even your face can hit 4-1. Doesn't really matter which way you do that. You're taking the same amount of damage, whether a bee or a tree. That always goes there, is what he's saying.
Interesting.
I mean,
I might have actually respected there because I'm so far ahead.
You got to think, really, I guess the only way he loses if you leave him up with this amount of minions is a double Savage Roar, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But even still, double Savage Roar doesn't get him there.
No, not anymore.
Second
it's nice.
It's enough to clear. You're alive.
I was just going to say, if what was the downside is basically trying to roll into a Savage Roar, like you guys said, but I don't know. I felt face was...
Oh yeah, in that
putting
situation,
him down to 1 is like God.
Yeah,
you got no taunts to worry about or anything like that. But anyway, it's
100%. No, you're 100% right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Being safe is what he was looking for.
Yes, you were 100% correct on that, Saku. And the Bees draw actually turned out pretty favorably. It's not going to turn this game completely around, because I mean, honestly, Jester just hero powers hits the face a bunch of times. In a not so good draw there on top of it.
No, Pride Plunderer is not what you want to see, but Jimbo not exactly getting the best draw either. Got double the Twin Spell Rising Rinse to start digging through.
Double draw.
Into another Rising Winds.
Ooh, more draw.
definitely a different druid than what happened last night with guardian animals. So
Yes.
Wow.
GA Druid is actually pretty spicy right now.
It is. Too bad I
Uh,
dusted the card.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Well, I didn't think he was
Premature
coming
dusting.
back. I didn't think he was coming back, TBH.
So we do still have double Gibberling in the deck.
Yeah.
Choose to go for the Rising Winds other than the Bloom Fungal turn.
Yep.
Well, it's a
Go on,
3/2.
get on board. This is really awkward for this rogue now.
Yeah, I mean, Jester's just looking for a way out, and that way is most likely going to be Secret Passages.
Yes. Second questing. That is not the draw.
No.
You need to hold it. I think you just hit. I think you just trade the 1/1 and kind of hero power.
And you, though, because, I mean, this questing's really just going to sit in your hand. You make it a 3/3, and you can at least
You at least
deal with a
contest, right?
3/2, and you force. I mean, Jimbo's a 6 health. If he leaves a questing up with a rogue that you haven't seen, probably. Yeah, I think he does leave it though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh,
This
Arbor
is,
Up is.
That's a really good draw.
But again, overloaded from the Lightning Bloom turn. But yeah, I think you see the Arbor Up here.
Well, that bees draw came pretty clutch. And
Yeah,
now,
that double bees draw.
and now you're actually staring at lethal from Jimbo if a bad draw comes in here. Nitro Boost Poison.
No.
Oh, that's not it.
wow. Jester drawn.
It's just a couple blank draws.
Well, if
Really
he
tough.
stuck that questing last turn, no, because that still would have only given him 2, an additional 3, and if it didn't get traded, then he would have been
15
able to
health.
find it.
I wonder.
Yeah, he'd be at like 17 health and probably still potentially there.
Give me that. Not what
I mean,
I
he just it's
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Double bees. There you go.
Smart move.
Nick Cage said it himself. The bees. The bees. Well, for Jimbo, the bees won him that matchup easily.
Yeah.
Yep. It just
So it's just
feel bad for Jester.
yeah.
Kind of second
I
guessing
mean-
himself going face there, and it's like, yeah, well, who knows?
Yeah, no, can't blame
No.
himself for
No,
overplaying
I
there,
think
right?
I think going face was fine there, like you said. It was just literally fortunate. It was just really kind of good top decks for Jimbo, where he was able to replenish his hand
Mhm.
with 4 or 5 cards off of 1 draw.
Yeah. So it's
So
Yeah, fungal's a card,
yeah, Fungal's a card.
especially when you play a deck full of spells. Fungal is a card.
Mhm. We're like rogue. We're like if the
100%. Sorry, sorry, Feach, go ahead.
100%. No. I'm sorry. Nah, just 1 secret passage draw could have flipped that whole game.
Yeah, one
ended it.
passage. Guess you were an eviscerate poke face twice away.
Yeah, 1 eviscerate used, but
Even the turns on like where we could have possibly done a wand thief. It's one of those things where it's like you look back and you're like, what are we doing? Into the next match, and we're gonna see Jimbo's Warrior, which is that ETC
Oh.
Warrior versus the Zoolock. Who you like in this matchup, Fish?
Zoo goes faster. This
Zoo goes
ETC
real
deck,
fast.
this Zoo deck, like I don't think this ETC is. I think this ETC might be kept just to be a 1/4 in this matchup. They're gonna throw it back. Yeah, it's
Boom
It's one of-
and slam. That on the other side for Jester is a hand.
yeah. I mean, this is.
Oh my.
I mean,
all
this
you're
is the
looking
dream
for is
hand,
a-
right?
Yeah, all you're looking for is a discard effect, and you're off to the races.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you lead tour guide. I guess you
No,
got coin. You can kind of
no,
do.
you-
You could
no,
just
no,
coin
no.
it out.
No, you lead
But-
the ride, right?
Yeah. I guess what he's thinking, does he want to play the Jailer with a coin? But you can easily just relax. You don't want to be shuffling any of those and get a premature Soul Shard when you're not hurt, because then you don't discount your Flesh Golem.
Yeah. So Radagor on the draw there, not exactly what Jimbo would have wanted for a draw. At least it leaves the option for later. But this Dark Lair is going to signal that this game is not going to be this game is not going to go very long potentially. So
Yeah, Jimbo is in an uphill battle. Got the one risky skipper, which is nice, but not
Wicked
much in
Whispers.
ways of Wicked Whispers. Yeah, wow.
I think I personally might even coin Wicked Whispers
Yeah,
out.
I agree. 100%.
Just gonna hold off. You can always play it next turn.
Oh, I guess you could tap,
Yeah, you can
And
play
if
it all. You can
you-
do some tap stuff next turn. Yeah.
because if you hit a Soul Shard, ooh, now you don't. I was gonna say if you play all the whole hand out and you hit a Soul Shard that becomes a 5, you actually would.
There was
Oh
a chance.
no, there was actually no, because the Whispers I always forget is the lowest cost card
Yes,
in your hand.
yes, it would discard
Yeah,
the coin.
so if he coined
it,
the
it would have discarded the
Jailer-
Jailer.
Oh
which
no,
isn't
I'm
a
sorry.
bad-
I'm
which is-
saying coin Jailer Whisper discards your
Oh.
hand.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
but
sense.
then the pickup of the second Whispers unfortunately made that not happen. I still think you see it here. I like playing your one drops and you coin out this Whispers. You know your opponent can't brawl you next turn, and you are sticking a very, very thick board with that doesn't really die to Bladestorms or anything very easily.
Well, you'll Whispers away the coin here, because even if we played
you're
all our
fine
stuff and
there.
coined it out, you would just discard the other Whispers, not the hand.
Yeah, I think you're fine discarding the coin. Your Dark Lair is essentially a coin for you, I suppose, every time you tap. Weirdly enough,
It's kinda, yeah.
when you tap each turn, you still get 1 mana back. Wow, goes for the hit there.
No, that's good.
Opens up for a shield block turn or a shield slam turn. on
Really
that
opens
Dark
for
Lair.
a skipper turn potential.
Two,
But
1. Yeah, could clear. No, wow.
go
Lackey.
for Lackey. I mean-
Crocolus.
Yeah, I definitely think you see. Yep, you're right. Armor up, shield slam. Gonna get rid of that minion. This Minari is a nice pickup. You don't have to use it now either. You can save it. For a
Yeah.
potential later turn.
I guess you're still on the how do I discard this Hand of Gul'dan turn. I mean, you are just waiting for your rush guys there, your Night Matrons.
Yeah, you can't do it this turn. You can almost get there. But with the Jailer, with the Minari Mosher costing 3, you can't play Mosher plus Jailer plus.
Oh, that coin gone
Plus
last
Jailer.
turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't respect this Crocolus? No, okay. I was gonna say no one respects the Croc.
You heal face and you go face for 7. It's better. That's the best play. You go for the Jailer here as well. Yep.
And his tour guide is pretty good. Blade Storm defense as well. No brawl on the side for Jimbo just yet.
Mhm.
Really looking for.
I think you
Ooh,
would you ever cut in class for 5 here?
I was
to
just
prep your
about to
hand
say,
so-
do you
just
do you
'cause your
cut in
hand-
class to try and get something to do? Like you are facing down like 6, 7. You're facing a 10 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
There's-
become, and it's
that's-
just,
that's
and
what
it's
we
just
wanna
gonna
see.
be it's just gonna become more next turn as well if
Yeah.
this board isn't dealt with.
Ooh, it's an
Doesn't-
awkward.
it-
There's the matron.
Wow.
That's
Well,
the one we like to
Matron is
see.
the card you wanted to see. You can discard the Hand of Gul'dan.
I don't even think you need Flesh Giant in this game. I think you Matron and you Whispers. Or Whisper. Oh, you can't. Oh, because you draw so much.
You draw 3 cards.
Yeah, so you don't want to Whispers really unless it's a.
No, you might want to because
Yeah,
Whispers
depending
might
on
hit
what
something
you
low.
get.
Yeah, I mean
Could
you're
just-
right. It does depend.
Could chuck a trashy Void Walker out of the way.
But you Matron here for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's he is definitely not going for the Whispers play if he's playing this way.
Oh,
Maybe debating just dropping Giant instead, but Matron's just so good with the
yeah.
potential to even raise Dead.
I guess Matron gives you some reactionary
He-
protocol. You can
There
play a 5/5 and deal with something.
Yeah. And probably gonna trade that 1/3 in. No, he's gonna trade the Matron in. That makes more sense because the Matron can't attack face. Tour Guide. I'd like to see that Tour Guide get dropped if it's possible.
Ooh, there it is. Blessed be. Now wait. Don't snap play that. Let's think of the skip return.
It's you're not,
Not
clearing
enough.
enough. You're not
Slam
clearing
it.
enough.
We thought about it. It's
You go
bad.
with it.
Slam it.
Brawl was definitely the play here. Let's see what wins. And 1/3. That is the worst minion to live.
And that's what you like to see if you're Jimbo.
Yes. And
Second
that
Skull
is Canner that in hand.
Second hand of Gul'dan there. Skull of Gul'dan playing, think of Skull of Minari Days of Wild there.
Oh yeah.
What a great card. I missed that. The only weapon you want to see in a Warlock's hand. Ooh, Broom is extremely nice. You could actually just flood the board here. Yeah, you're going to see a Flesh Giant too, because you saw the Brawl off the top, and
Yeah.
Jimbo's thinking, oh, that's a very nice pickup.
Okay, well this is really good for Jimbo. This warrior deck has just gotten to the point where it might be able to
I just went through Rattlegore, honestly.
just be able to just wait for Rattlegore. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the risky
He
armor.
can't wait. He has to go risky armor here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with the Blood Swarm, you're gaining a ton.
Yep, doesn't even have to use the Bloodsworn. Could just go for an Evil Plus Master play with a
Yeah,
lackey.
with a maybe a Broom behind it. Ooh, a lackey.
Additional 3, and if it
Yeah,
didn't-
don't
so if it
do that on
didn't
your
get
armor spell.
traded, then you would have been able to
Hey,
That's an
light
interesting
spawn.
draw.
Yeah, if he'd be at like 17
Yeah.
health. And
I mean, just 12
probably,
armor. That's so much.
Still potentially there.
This zoo can honestly still get through it, but it'll be tough.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the big ways that Jimbo
Yeah.
can win this in the OTK
Wow.
matchup. He's
Double Bs,
kind of
there
putting
you
his
go.
bags in this Rattlegore basket,
Nick K
right?
said it
Oh yeah,
himself.
it's no longer an OTK. It's no longer ETC OTK. This
Well,
is Rattlegore
Jimbo
wins
G's
the
won
game,
in
right?
that matchup easily.
Yep. Just,
So it's just,
That's
so
a-
it's just-
feel
Kind
bad
of
for
a
Jester.
plunkier, weirder hand. I think he's looking
Kind of
to
second-guessing
try and
himself.
empty it out as best he can to
Who knows?
Yeah, no,
To
I
get this
yeah,
hand
you
off a
can't
little
blame yourself
easier.
for
No,
overplaying
I
there,
think,
right?
I think the
finds a
That
raised
raised dead's
dead.
really nice.
Do we see the Dark Glare? No, we don't, but we do see the Matron, which is going to allow this hand to pop off.
And also allows to clear off the 1/1 Armor Smith right now. Draws
Big soul
bunch of-
fragment.
Draws a bunch of soul frags. That's pretty nice.
Ooh, that's going to
Giant.
be a super discounted giant. Yeah,
a
that's a
zero
free
mana.
giant.
0 mana giant. One giant goes face. Well, no. Please respect them. Oh my gosh.
It's tough, right? Because you've seen the one. I guess he's assuming really what do you see?
Yeah.
You get one proc if you really do have the second.
Yeah. His Blaze Storm just clears up clears up 2 on the board and also gains an armor.
Would Flinger get picked back up after the Blade Storm or no?
I don't
no,
know.
right?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
believe so.
But you can, but you don't, but yeah, there's no low cost spell. I know, I like your line of thinking, honestly.
Yeah, I would have opened a Blade Storm, but right, the spell relieves first and then the spell burst, so Flinger would die. And
Yeah.
we don't know if that's the only Flinger. So I guess Jimbo has to decide, is he truly throwing away the OTK style?
No,
We
you
should-
just play Broom here, right?
Would you
Broom
have Blood
clear.
Sworn first? Oh, he's playing it this way. Okay, I understand. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Same way, different ways.
Fair enough, yeah. There's no more hand Gul'dans though, so
No, that is it. 8 cards left in the deck for Jester,
Yeah.
and I mean Jimbo's doing his thing, and probably just going to see this. Oh, maybe not see the Radical one now. Second, Raised Dead coming into hand.
I think you still play Rattlegore. But we're gonna see 0 mana giant. Gonna see Flame Imp, Wriggling Horror. Still 2 mana left to play with. I might have dropped Canarathad there just to put an extra minion on the board. Maybe didn't want to overcommit too hard, obviously. But
Yeah, I think in that sense you're
15,
leaving more in the hand for
You're-
the
I think
Soulfire.
I think are you there's 20 25? It's super close to lethal. That's why I modded to play the extra minion.
So Whispers guarantees the Raised Dead.
I wonder.
So yeah, then you're sitting at 11, 15, 3 is 18,
You could Raised Dead
22.
Raised Dead can't really get you anything.
Ooh,
There's
okay.
Soulfire.
So
It's a
That's-
toss up for lethal.
that's lethal if it doesn't hit the other Soulfire,
Yes.
right?
Yes, it is. It didn't hit it.
Boom.
There it is. The zoo gets through ETC Warrior. Now all that's left is to see if Jester can win a World Kick versus an ETC Warrior.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough matchup.
I actually forget how this matchup goes. If you can refresh
It is
me.
very Warrior favored.
Gotcha.
Just because Silas OTK doesn't really want to play minion, you know what I mean? He's kind of just standing there waiting for his combo to come. Let's gain a bunch of armor. I mean, Rogue has some decent ways to rip off armor,
I mean,
but
this isn't a Silas deck though, so
Arise and carry out
oh, we're just playing OTK, right? Oh,
yes,
I'm here.
ETC.
I'm
versus
still,
World
yeah, the other OTK warrior. My goodness, I'm
Not
stuck on
Silas
that old
OTK.
Paladin matchup. I just love
Oh.
Silas as a card.
Silas is great.
It makes me warm inside.
It does make me warm inside as well. It's pretty good. That's why I was wondering if because I don't remember the ETC versus World Kick matchup. I remember it being kind of like Rogue can win it if it pops off really with big minions early, but
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's in the same sense.
yeah.
I don't think it's but I think the warrior is still pretty favored.
yeah,
Um,
I would tend to agree with you there.
Yeah, you just decent ways to deal with boards, especially you see the questing in hand. Well, I've got a Blade Storm, and or a Minefield has the Armor Smith for the armor generation already. So,
Yeah.
but on Jester's side, he's got the Foxy Swindle combo, so that's always nice to see right off the bat.
Always good to see. Yeah, this is pretty ETC favored. Like numbers wise anyways. Obviously numbers don't mean much.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
no, exactly. Yeah, obviously Jester can definitely do some crazy things and play extremely well here, getting these Nether Swindle draw and a backstab. This is what you like to see, some low cost minions on a questing. Double Minefield. So just
Yeah,
deal
just
10
use
to
one
the
now.
board.
Just use one now probably, right?
Yeah, for sure. It saves your Blade Storm.
The Blade Storm is what's important.
Yeah. And second Minefield pickup, you just, when they're random, if any lackeys come out and, Pharaoh Cats, relatively low health, you can really much just deal with the board with one card. This is going to be probably a slower burn for sure. I think you're going to see Jimbo just try to really not even outpace, just stall the game out for Jester to force him to make plays, to use these questings and things like that. You do see that second Swindle come out. Pharaoh Cat coming down now. Karhoot Defender picked up off of the Pharaoh Cat. Not exactly what you want to see in this matchup. Not a very aggressive card. Yeah, gonna see the second minefield just fly out and just pass the turn. Jimbo's got no problem handing back initiative to Jester. Jester deciding when he wants to use this questing. Does have the Corrupted Nitro boost in hand, but no weapon to speak towards. Doesn't really have a great way in this backstabs and shadow steps. The hand is nice, but there's just no way to really initiate it. And I don't expect Jimbo to really play anything going forward, so just probably another hero power pass. There, it's a little better there. Could easily questing into a Wand Thief. Better way to use the mana. Doesn't like to initiate on your own minion. Font of Power is just a 1-mana spell that could easily combo and could also just draw you a decent minion. Yeah, nice Shadow Step. Could see this come down again for a little bit of Bladestorm protection. Now this is a question.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Out of those three, I think Mirror Entity would have been a better choice. So.
Yeah, there's always with the Karhut in hand. There's always in the back of your mind. You're like, "Who Ring Toss could it could be your Mirror Entity, right?
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could be a box. It could be a boat, but goes for the safer play here. And now Jimbo has to react. That is a 6/6 on the side of Jester and has the Brawl, but I don't think you want to take a 50-50 here.
I agree.
But yeah, this Wand Thief just standing there and being a Bladestorm bodyguard, essentially.
So it looks like Jimbo went ahead and used both his minefields. It looks like
Yes, he did.
right?
Yeah, he minefielded another Foxy and a Pharaoh Cat.
Okay.
Worthy or unworthy.
Just did not want that to get out of hand in any way. Honestly, this Wand Thief pickup on Jester's side has made Jimbo's life very awful. I think you might see a 50-50 brawl here.
Yeah. Armor up. I don't really know. I mean, it's Brawl or kind of just kind of trying to remove a minion.
Wayne Brawl. All right, 33%.
Sure.
Woo.
He, if anything, except if the questing lives was super bad.
Oh no!
It lived.
Oh, he's about to go off here.
Yes, he is, and especially second Pharaoh Cat being drawn.
All right, I want to see it. Backstab your own questing. Do it. You're not gonna Karhut. Do not Karhut behind this.
No, you can.
You could do so much.
Pharaoh. Yeah, I think you Pharaoh Cat and see what.
Oh
you
yeah. Font, Pharaoh, Mirror Entity, eviscerate him in the face. Do whatever you want. Just do not play that Karhut Defender. I guess you're in the same.
It's not a bad position though, right?
I guess this is the best chance you're gonna get to use it. So fair enough.
Can even it has
Wow,
it has the health to survive a backstab, but I don't like using it.
Yeah,
I just like 10 to face.
Yeah, 10 to face seems fun, but 11 to face fish.
Oh yeah, 11's good too.
That's one more.
All right, we're gonna see that extra damage.
I think so because I guess it's the Bladestorm you're worried about. But like,
you're not worried about Bladestorm right now, right?
No, I don't think you're worried about anything. The only thing you might be worried about is if he has like a sword and board that could sword and board pen. Ooh, bear off.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
wow.
That's...
Sir.
Are you afraid of bear off?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
You could just Bladestorm this, but I think you use a safe to Bladestorm, right?
Amazing.
However, Jester has reload.
Yes, yeah. Barov was great for the 188, but for the second one and the world kick off the top,
Gosh.
this is the reload, and I think this is how Rogue is going to get through this matchup.
Yeah. It's
This
just
is.
turn. It's
I
just
think he just-
turbining. I don't think you rip it with a questing right
No,
now.
I
right?
think you got to space out. I think that world kick is a threat on its own.
I
You
think,
get yourself
yeah.
some hook scimitars.
All right, so maybe he's not gonna go for the maybe he's not gonna go for the world kick this turn. He'll just make a
Yeah,
make one of
I
these.
think you can. I think you want a Pharaoh Cap because you've seen Jimbo struggle clearing boards with 2 minions, especially of low health.
Agreed. That's a
Ooh,
nice pickup too
Bone
for
Wraith
later.
is fancy. So you
Yeah.
could mirror entity to a 4/4, or you could see the font Evis for a 5/5. I don't really think either is a bad play. Font gives you an additional minion. That's a Mozaki.
Hexus Smuggler. It has synergy with your secret.
It does. You're very true, and it's a 2 mana.
It's
I
2
think
mana.
that's the correct spell. But Mozaki makes me happy, and yes, thank you for making me happy, Jester.
Oh. And this, nice.
Uh,
Sure.
good.
I mean, there's plenty of combo cards in this deck.
Ooh.
Brawl
We're gonna go.
again. This one, there's a little bit better of a chance for Jimbo to play out. No, I mean he'd have to play out the
Gosh,
Armor Smith.
It's just a 33% again, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, if you lose another 33%er,
Oh, this
it's
just
not the
feels...
end. It's not the end of the game, but it feels really bad,
I mean, yeah. Ooh.
especially doing it with an Armor Smith.
So on the flip side of things now, World Kick actually has no combo cards in hand to really
Yes.
allow it to pop off.
Agreed. Yeah, I that's what made me hesitate about the pick of Mozaki, even though Mozaki's like potentially really cool because you can pop off with it.
Yeah, but then he used the
Use the
Eviscerate.
Eviscerate.
I guess it's a 3/8. I don't know.
I might have rather have seen just a hero power and let that turn, because even if you draw a Nitro Boost poison,
Right. I guess it's it's an interesting. I think at
an
Texas, like
interesting
you
play,
said,
right?
it was definitely the correct play with so many low cost and damage dealing spells. Wow, just gonna let this fly.
50
Yeah, 50-50. Oh, loses another one.
Or,
that,
or
that
he
could,
wins.
and that could prove bad because there's
Oh,
now a
man.
passage in hand.
Oh, my.
Poor Jimbo with those
World kick.
brawls.
And there's gonna come a point where he's not even gonna want to. I mean, he could generate maybe enough damage
Oh
here to
my
actually
goodness
win.
gracious.
Wow,
A
second
second
passage.
secret.
Second. Now you don't want to go in. You don't want to go in with two. He has to remember how many cards was in his hand.
Oh yeah, but I think all of this is used.
Oh yeah.
You back 100%. Steal later. Throw that at his face. See what you can get. Anything cheap? Not really.
You take Ogre Magi then.
Yeah, I think that's
Probably
the
cheapest option.
cheapest, easiest minion to play. Don't take the
Yeah.
Malgos. It's a bait. The
Take
goose
Mally,
is a bait.
Take Mally, come on.
It's a bait. The
It's
goose
a
is
big,
a
it's a
bait.
fat 12.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but you've used so
doesn't
much.
do any. It doesn't do anything yet. I mean,
Okay,
Archmage
take the
was
4/7.
fine. Goes kind of right in the middle.
Oh, don't secret passage, please.
All right.
Okay. Just wants to get 12 more?
Yeah.
Okay, I respect it. We're going to see a little animation domination. Would he have had it? No, if he went a little faster, he would not have had it.
Yep. Oh. He did play the prep.
He played the
isn't
prep
bad.
to try and get just to try and get that one
Let
more
me see,
damage.
I mean, a second pen flinger doesn't really do it. He'd have to get us another spell. Okay, it still doesn't work, but he's gonna go for this. Go maybe get an Ethereal Lackey, Titanic.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
Taunt Lackey. There's an Eddie in hand. I didn't even see that. That must have come from the World Kick, right?
Oh, yeah. He's not gone yet.
Worthy or unworthy?
Just wants to remove that minion. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's just going to say,
Yeah,
can
he's
you
fine.
get through this?
The answer is
And yes.
yes.
Amazing.
Doesn't even need to.
He's just
Yeah, show him that Mozaki.
do it. No. Okay.
Oh no, yeah,
fine.
for sure.
Fine. No, I would
Overkill,
have.
baby.
I would have played. Actually, he didn't have another card to play. That sucks.
Overkill.
That's yeah. If he had another card to play, I would have Mozaki, Spell, and then Eviscerated Faced instead. I didn't even need the 15 attack. But
What a
there we
fantastic
go.
Series, guys.
that was a hell of a series.
Wow, Jimbo pulled a huge win out in the. I mean, kind of got dusted on the Druid matchup there, but definitely pulled through and got a huge win. Or sorry, not Jimbo. Jester.
Yep.
Jester was super in control, and then Jimbo was able to find a win there. But congratulations. Let's see if we can get this guy in here.
Yeah, we'll have to make it quick because the other group is ready to rumble as well.
Ready to
yeah.
fly.
So,
Cool.
get Jester up in here.
Very nice. Boop boop. Yeah.
Can't remember if Jester was from Ontario.
I played him this year in Legacy, and I don't remember. I think he said he was ET, like Eastern Time Zone, so possibly
Yeah.
there is a chance.
Check my DMs. Oh,
Make sure the Canadian, he has his Canadian stamped passport. He just messaged to us. He needs about 30 seconds. He's got to get a breather in here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's roll through the next matchup a little quickly here, Fish. Then
Sure.
we've got a Pro Series matchup coming out. So Pro is not yet in playoffs. Both these teams are at the top. Still in playoffs, 2 and 4. F2L has a very commanding lead. Actually, if Ariana takes a good win here, that will actually shut the week down, and Faction, unfortunately, will be left in the dust there.
Yeah, Wabbit and J Magician taking some solid wins.
Yeah, they said, we're here. There he is. How's it going,
Hey, what's
Chester?
up, Chester?
Oh, I forgot I was supposed to talk. Hello?
Hey.
We can hear you. What's up?
Holy moly. Oh, my heart's racing right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Game
Well,
5
you
will do that for
deserve that. Wow. That was
Jesus.
a strong showing from the Rogue there. Questing Adventurer showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, my brain's like fried right now, so I'm not gonna be too crazy, but man, like just the odds were against me. This guy was like 7-1. I mean, Jimbo's a great player.
Yep.
So like going against 7-1, and then like just all the stress and my brain having to use like all my brain cells, it was crazy. I'm telling you, it was crazy.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
crazy matchup. We'll keep it short and sweet for you then if you're a little scrambled there, but
We'll talk for like 30 minutes about this match, honestly.
yeah, no, winning a hugely, I think, maybe not hugely, but a pretty unfavorable one there for the
Yeah,
Warrior
it's-
Rogue in the last game 5.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
spaced out and won 2 big brawls. I mean, you can't
Yeah, I did
disagree
get
with
kind of
that.
lucky with that. Yeah.
50%, 33%, not crazy
Yeah,
odds.
I made it, I made sure to keep the numbers low, obviously, because I knew he was going to draw his brawls. So I try to keep it 2 to 3 minions, obviously, against where you want to do that. But then after he uses 2 brawls, I'm like, well, I can just flood the board now.
Yeah.
And then I prayed that I didn't miss lethal on stream just because honestly, this whole time I played really slow, but it was just really important match to win. So I just had to like use all of my seconds, but the secret passage could have went to prep and then another spell. Like I had a shadow step or some other stuff in my deck. So I was a little worried about the miss lethal, but I still got into 12 damage in just in case the timer ran out. But man, it was crazy.
Yeah, better to miss 1 damage than to miss 12. So
Right.
I think that's definitely better played for you there. With that, your team, you kick your team off in a very tight playoff matchup there, getting a big 3-2 victory over Jimbo, like you said. So how do you like your team's chances going into this one? The undefeated
I'll be
Madmen
honest,
against you guys.
I'll be honest, everyone else is coming out here. I don't know, everyone's coming out here saying, "Oh man, they're screwed. Like the odds are looking so bad." I'm looking at the chats, looking at the tavern talks. But hey, Dr. Feast. Hey, he said I had a chance there. But
oh no, I think the matchups are. I definitely could see matchups going for ATL, especially. I mean, I gotta respect the team that knocked me out of playoffs, and especially the player who beat me on that way. And I thoroughly enjoyed our series.
But yeah, I mean, actually looking at the statistics, obviously the odds or percentage of us winning are pretty low. But I would say being the underdogs and like having all of that, talk about like, no way they're winning, it kind of pushed us to practice more and like really honing our skills.
Yeah.
And I think this week will be very interesting for the next coming matches. So don't dismiss us.
Nobody will count you guys out for sure.
I ain't sleeping.
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Well, Jester, congratulations again on getting a great start for your team. We're going to jump into matchup number 2 here, Pro Series. Again, congratulations and thanks for being on stream.
And good luck to ATL and the rest of the week.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna watch the whole video, obviously, to learn, and because I did do a couple misplays here and there that I felt kind of bad about, but
yeah, you'll hear us yelling at you. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
It's all good.
I know some of the misplays.
We got caster vision, so that's our bonus
that is
out of it, right?
So
for sure.
Yes, we have caster vision.
But yeah, it was a very fun match. If we do make it to finals, my goal is to not lose a single playoff. So watch out.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah, man.
That's just got your number. There we go.
I'm 3-0 right now, so I mean, better watch out.
I know it.
All right, enjoy your night, Jester.
Yeah, you guys too.
Everyone
have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.
Yep.
I love that guy's energy. He's
I love it too. Yeah.
You heard him. Don't count him out.
No,
Do
man.
not count him out.
No.
All right. So just like we were saying a little earlier, pro matchup, Ariana F2L versus Faction and Unlimited Power. Ariana has the chance to stall or to completely lock Faction out of this week with a strong win here. We do have bans coming in, so you're going to see Ariana had her Highlander Priest banned, and Unlimited Power actually had his Cheese Paladin. Oh no, his Broom Paladin gone.
It's the opposite way around. Yeah.
Power
banned
Pally.
I'm sorry.
Power banned Pally and Ariana banned Priest. So Power no Highlander and Ariana no Pally. Actually, completely different what I thought was going to happen there. I definitely thought the Bomb Warrior was going to be gone for Power because, but it is not. It is there, and we're going to get into it pretty soon here.
Sure. Why don't you run us through these decks quickly before we get into it, man?
Absolutely. So it is pro matchup. So you're able to see an open deck list. So coming out from Ariana, we're going to go, we have the Broom Paladin, you have the Whirl Kick Rogue, you have the OTK Silas, that's what I was waiting for, and you got the Highlander Priest. Coming out from Unlimited Power, you have the Bomb Warrior, you've got the Broom Paladin, Highlander Priest, and a little Highlander Mage action.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like this Highlander. I do like the Highlander Priest ban. Highlander Priest poses quite a lot of problems for Ariana's lineup, so it's good to get that out of the way as we get into our match. It's going to happen here very shortly.
Yeah, I think it's very the Priest. I always sit there when I'm choosing my decks for the week and I see everyone bringing Priest and I see people banning Priest, and then I look on HS Replay and I'm like, why are people bringing this deck? I just don't get it. But in a closed series like your best of threes, Priest actually does super good. It does crazy well.
Yeah.
So
we got Ariana is going to be the first to spectate for our casters, and on the bottom of the screen, you got Unlimited Power at the top of your screen. So we're just waiting for eyeballs to show up. Which they have.
Yeah.
Happy casting, guys.
Happy.
Valir versus Garrosh. Embrace Embrace your destiny.
So we're gonna see the World Kick Rogue for Ariana coming out. And you're gonna see that Bomb Warrior coming out for unlimited power.
Yes.
This is a matchup I always like to see because it really can go either way. I find that really it's whoever hits their stuff, obviously. If Bomb Warrior, you love to see that Corsair's cash in hand, coin even to coin that out on 3 and start dumping bombs in, because if there's something that Rogue likes to do, it likes to draw cards with like Swindle and Secret Passage obviously doesn't pop off the bombs, but it's dead draws for sure. Ooh.
Turn 1 or turn 2, 8/8 and win.
Nerfed card, by the way.
Yeah, nerf card, by the way.
Wow, that's hitting your stuff if I've ever seen it.
Yep.
That's wow. There's really not much I could say about that other than Edwin is gone in about a month.
Yep. Can we get is Edwin Hall of Famed in the chat, please?
Yeah, really. Yeah, we're gonna need an Edwin.
Even though
Edwin
he's-
Hall of Fame
Even though
for
he's
sure.
even though he's not getting technically Hall of Famed, there will be no
Yeah,
more Hall of
shield
Fame.
block gives you a little bit of oh, okay, all right. We're not completely out of it yet. We do have a Blade Storm. We do have a
Minefield.
minefield. We could YOLO this, but we are taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
We are hemorrhaging. We're slapping
this,
armor to our open wounds.
Even the Blade Storm play will not be that good
No,
anymore.
with that evil miscreant
This
coming
is-
down.
This was just so good. And Jandis next turn. Even if this is all cleared up, Jandis comes down.
Yeah, no brawl in the hand for Powa, and
Yep.
that's really the one way he was gonna survive this next turn.
Agreed.
Wow. I mean, I said what, not even 5 minutes ago, whoever hits their stuff first, and well, that was the stuff. I was actually gonna comment that not a lot of people playing the Edwin in the main deck anymore, just simply because of the 4/4. But hey, Ariana saying it's still a great card when you can Shadow Step, Swindle, or Shadow Steps. I can't even say words. I'm so flabbergasted. Foxy Fraud into coin into. Wow.
So best result technically for unlimited there removes at least 1 minion. But
Dang.
2 health left and card
Bro,
defender next turn.
Just to taunt him, just to absolutely rub salt in the wound, gives him the brawl on 5, gets the Edwin out of there.
And
Wow.
Ariana 20 takes game 1.
Fast
Very,
and
very
furious.
quick one. Nice. It's refreshing pace of play between these players. It's so
Yeah.
interesting to see how different players will play their their turns. Like we saw very deliberate plays in the last game, and here Ariana and Unlimited both kind of flying. It's always fascinating to see that.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that Rogue come out too, because I figured that would be the ban on Powa's side of things. The Paladin is obviously a ban that you can, but especially seeing what it is in Pro, I typically like to leave Paladin up, especially if it is like a Broom or a Pure. Actually, Broom is one I would usually leave up. Broom tends to not perform as well in this later meta that we see right now.
Agreed, yeah.
But we're going to see the Highlander Priest coming out for Ariana here and back into the bomb. So
I really like this deck choice because this deck does not care that much about the bombs.
no. You hit the nail on the head there. They really don't care about drawing bombs or even not having their Zephyrs or their, which, hey, there he is. We're probably going to see that next turn, and it doesn't matter how many
We better
bombs.
see it next turn.
Yeah, I think better late than never getting it off, especially when you got Lazul on 3 and Thoughtsteel. Yeah, Ariana is drawing her cards in the right way.
Yeah, because of if there was no Corsair cast, you could hold it We're actually just gonna see a Thought Steal because you can always Zephyrus next turn if necessary. And it might even be able to have some good impact. Like you can Zephyrus for Holy Smite here to remove the 2/3.
Yeah, I mean you could even Zephyrus on 4, right? Because you're only going to see one bomb going next
One
turn.
bomb in deck. You're right.
Yeah, so
what do you pick here?
Hysteria, maybe? Actually, Power Word Feast just seems okay, but yeah, Hysteria, because Bomb Warrior tends not to play the biggest, like a lot of minions. It's similar to those, like Warrior, other than Enrage Warrior, just doesn't play minions really. It's pretty much a just get my weapon and hit you in the face.
Yeah.
So there we go. Before that second bomb gets shuffled in, we are going to see the Zephyrus pick up Swamp Ooze. Yes. Bam. That is, especially with the Krasnov in hand, that was a massive Zephyrus turn.
Yeah. It shuts out the weapon damage for now. It keeps, and it probably won't last until turn 9, but if it somehow did, it would leave an active DQ Dragon Queen Alexstrasza.
Yeah, no, definitely gives Ariana the time to draw to that. And I mean, the hand is just full. Ooh, there he is.
Oh,
you love to see it.
You like this. There is a chance that the priest doesn't even care about it and just wants to deal 6 face.
I think Priest loves this.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Neither deck likes to play minions very much.
No, that's what I mean, right? So this one is going to be more of a grindier fest for the Priest, because Ariana's going to have to find ways to eventually win the game. You know what I mean? And Powa has a game plan, and it's in the way of just bombs in deck and continuously putting bombs in the deck. Whereas Ariana doesn't really have an end game plan. Picked up the Norse Damu.
the OG Nas.
The OG will be gone very soon, to be replaced by the memeier of the Nazes.
Yes, where it's the same effect, but both players have to play it.
Exactly.
And it's only at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, so similar to those Genin Baku style of it's just that I guess we just wanted 2 armor. Were we overdrawing? Yeah, we were overdrawing.
Yeah. There was 10 cards in hand.
Still no second Wrench Caliber or a Horde Pillager on the side for Powa, so just gonna pass it. Galakron, the Unleashed, is it? The Unbreakable for Warrior.
Galakron the Unbreakable.
Yeah, it's gonna be extremely good card for this matchup. That is how. Ooh, Minefield.
Yeah, I think you get Minefield. But opts for the upgrade.
Yeah, could get. I guess.
Well, there is a Horde Pillager in hand.
Because you got Zephyrus back. You could actually get Doom Hammer and start up and upgrade that Doom Hammer.
Oh my gosh, that's such a big brain play by you.
I love it, man. You got to find what I mean.
I love it.
Ariana's got to kind of find ways to navigate it. Next turn, I mean, Doom Hammer costs 5. You got 7 mana. Zephyrus costs 2. That's just math. Brushy Tuna, you're proud of me. I know you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Are we on the same wavelength here? There's not much else to do this turn, honestly.
Waiting with bated breath. I think we're going to see it.
Oh.
Oh, what? Okay,
Really?
Well, Zephyrus has been a little bit of shaky lately. I think
especially with the Horde Pillager in hand, like
I don't know. It sees an open board and it's just like, I just want to play this dragon, which kind of confuses me.
Yeah, and it sees a full hand, and then it also gave you Temple Enforcer, and then Tyrion for next turn. Please, Zephyrus. Please.
I think that Zephyrus has been a little buggy lately, and I think they're fixing it in the near future.
You can get. I'm not crazy there, right?
No, it should give it to you, but I think Zeph has been buggy lately in general.
Sorry, I mean like Doomhammer is a
Yes.
in the pool of Zephyrs because I have gotten that before. Right?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've gotten it before.
Yeah, I didn't think I was crazy. Well, I'm a little crazy, but not maximum amounts of crazy. So I think Ariana got a little Zephyr's luck there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Zeph is just not being nice.
Yeah, I think Horde Pillager just unfortunately would have liked to bring back something, but I guess if there's another way to. Oh, there's probably a Cobalt Sticky Fingers in the deck for Ariana as well, right? So
let's check.
Oh, right.
Yes, there is.
Bro, come on. Figure it out.
There is a way to steal it, but
yeah,
I think at this point it's just more just wanting to get the Yeah, this is where the matchup actually kind of flips.
Yep. That's an 8-8. And
this matchup flips because now the
that's just dealt with.
Sure. That was a really good top deck to take the pressure away.
There's the bomb.
But every turn, this hero power is gonna put so much pressure on this Highlander priest. It's not even about the bombs. It's just the extra. It's just all the extra 3 damage being dealt, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I know when before Bomb Warrior was being played, and I know Galakrond wasn't included in every single list, but this is why it's here. It's to beat the priests, because when you're both gassed out of absolutely everything, and then you're just able to push 3 damage when they can only do 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that's a bigger number. Able to deal with it though, Ariana. Gets that second Swamp Ooze off of the Raised Dead. Ooh, Deathwing. Very nice. Just gonna Minefield and push 3 more. Still has the second Horde Pillager and still has a second Wrench Caliber in the deck. So we're not out of bombs yet. There is still 2 bombs in the deck actually for Ariana. So a top deck DQ would not be fantastic for her at this point.
No, you're right.
Ooh, palm reading.
Yeah, palm reading's good. The other
palm reading is a silly card.
Could have been a possible Wave of Apathy. Yeah. Okay.
Gets it anyway. Gets it discounted.
Because next turn, if Deathwing comes out, it just Cabal Acolyte Wave of Apathy steals it.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Gonna just opt for a 5 mana or 5 mana cutting class. Not the play I was necessarily expecting, but it works. I did expect 3 damage to go face though.
Yeah, I again on the I mean I'm sounding like a broken record here, but Ariana's just not really finding things to do in these matchups and constantly has a full hand pretty much every turn.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Might opt for could opt for one of the 2 Asterias in hand just to clear up, but
whoa.
I don't potentially a Lucia. Okay.
Wow. We're going.
Not
there's really not much in Powa's hand that he's upset with losing here. But on the side of
both players, I think the Krastenov's pretty good.
Krastenov and the Titanic and the upgrade. I mean, then the upgrade comes, but then I mean, Powa's just gonna absolutely play you know what I mean? He's just gonna go crazy on this. Oh, doesn't play the upgrade to get.
That's a bit curious.
Must be something I'm not.
Maybe there's something I wasn't getting out of it. Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess he knows they has the Cobalt, so didn't want to give him an even better weapon. Yeah.
But I don't even know if I go for the Sticky Finger here. No. I mean, I guess you play it just because
you don't want your next.
You don't want your opponent to get the Sticky Finger it.
Right.
Could
There's a lot of 0 mana cards in this hand too, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I expect Wave of Apathy to get played. I expect
Wave. You still have the
bunch
second
of stuff to get played.
Your mind is not your own.
See the wave here, possibly trying to steal the Krasinov, which I think he did get.
Does take the Krasinov here.
Wow, massive. And
But-
still has a Hysteria
it's
and an
still
upgrade.
Not that it's not all too bad for either player. It's not like Ariana's deck is completely obviously the hand is like kind of gone and eviscerated. Like the Bomb Warrior is in a better spot technically, but
Yeah, no, that's just the thing. Like I think when you're trying to
Lucia actually clearing up the Krasinov is not great.
Yeah, that's pretty upsetting for Power, but got able to get the additional. Nope, there's one of those bombs.
Okay, so now Dragon Queen is active.
Yes.
Not drawn though. So I think if I'm Ariana, I think I play Mind Flayer Karj on the Cabal Acolyte here.
Yeah, because it'll come back with Spell Burst, and
Yes, it'll come back with the burst.
I think that's your best.
I think. I don't mind the Soul Mirror here. It wouldn't be the worst play.
Yeah, I guess on
Yeesh.
Ariana's side, she knows that there's a Deathwing in hand. So
Yeah, but there's
Mind Control just kills that. This way you stick a little bit more, and yeah, we are going to see that Mind Flare come out.
You clear the minion, very nice. Good ordering. Gets the heal out as well. Apotheosis could also be quite game-changing in this matchup.
Ooh, that doesn't draw many bombs, but that is a good pickup for later in the match.
Yeah, really needs that.
There's
Really
the
needs
upgrade,
that
and there's the
wrench. Found
Caliber.
Found the wrench, but it's gonna take a few turns for this guy to become kind of active, and in that time, there is a chance that this priest just kind of heals up.
Yeah, Apotheosis in hand, but we have seen the Wild Pyro already come out and die, I believe. So way to
Pyro is no longer available.
Yeah, so no way to mass heal and gain back a ton of health. But if there's something Priest's good at doing, it is gaining health through ways of spells, especially Discover spells, which they have probably the best in the Hearthstone. Oh, overroads. Yeah, okay. I was interested to see if we were going to override
Just gonna
that
use
or
the
not.
hero. Just gonna use the hero power regardless. It's no wasting mana. I like this. Yeah, just gonna heal up. I'm gonna heal back up to 23. Now there's no more armor left on this warrior.
And there's the armor. The shield slam.
Yeah, shield slam is now a dead card.
Quartermasters
Quartermasters are all played.
We have seen. We saw the one shield bash in the deck.
Is there a shield bash in the deck? Really?
Oh, not shield bash. Sorry, shield
block.
slam. Shield block. Sorry, I would
So
block the
there's-
bash.
Yeah. So there's two. Okay. So there is some armor generation left.
Plus, we still have. Oh no, we've seen both the evil quartermasters, so that's really the last way for
That
armor
and
gain.
swords. Last sword, right? It's in deck still.
And Fwapapo. Bomb in
Able to
deck.
clear it up. Able to clear up the. Able to get that not stolen, but I think we're just gonna potentially see this mind control come out.
Yeah, it's the biggest target. Unfortunately, on the flip side, Bladestorm is more than likely going to come out here, followed by a hit with a Boom Master to completely fill the board.
Yeah. So there is no. I mean, there really wasn't a way to prevent that. I mean, I guess you just Shadow Word Death.
Oh,
instead.
doesn't want to go for the Boom Master, just wants to push 7. I respect that.
Yeah, I actually think that you wanted to go for that was actually better, especially because you've seen the Soul Mirror.
Right, exactly. There's a lot less of a chance to hit unnecessary minions, and you can push a lot more damage to face.
Because now, wait, hold on. I need to be refreshed on how Murzon works.
What do you need refreshing on?
if Boom gets played in Murazon, does Murazon summon all Boom bots? Too.
So you play all of them, so you don't get the battle cry of, I don't believe, of Master Boom.
Okay.
Either way, if you did, there's no bombs in Powa's deck,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't summon
just-
any. Yeah.
I was just curious. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That it is a weird interaction with Murazon, but I think usually it kind of just like, I'm here now on your board. We do have the animated broomstick to clean up some. Hysteria is in hand as well, but man, you do not want a Hysteria, a board full of bombs.
What if you?
Just try and
What if you
soak
do
up-
something like where you play a minion out and then you Hysteria the Boom?
Yeah,
Boom
try
Master and hope some stuff soaks damage.
So
But
the
I mean, this is just
worst-
real. This is just the point where Bomb Warrior starts taking over
Yeah,
because of the Galakron.
Move quickly.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
yeah, okay. So these are not going the way you would like them to go, or actually, I guess they're going the perfect way. See how many go. Oh my goodness, 2 4s.
Excuse me, game?
Yeah, right.
That was the best possible bomb I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, 2 to the face, 2 to the minion, but the face did 8. Holy.
4. 1, 4. That is extremely fortunate for Power.
4, 1, and 4 to the but 8
it's-
damage to the face, and I mean here comes another 5, and
Yeah. This is rough. Dead. Over. Bomb. Yeah. Ooh, like, that was quite lucky. Because if those bombs do not go that way, like, Priest still has chances of healing. Did not have Galakron yet.
no Galakron,
No
and
Plague. The Plague of Death would have been such a pickup because it would have cleared off every bomb. It would silence.
it is kind of the expected way that matchup is meant to go for the Bomb Warrior, though.
Yeah.
Just no matter how many weapon removals, and I mean Ariana hit double Swampoos, right?
Yes.
So doing everything you can there, but Bomb Warrior just has so many different ways to draw back, and now we're going to see a little Highlander Priest versus Highlander Mage. This is the one I was excited for.
So strap yourself in.
Yeah, this is going to take a long time. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
Golden Sage. Love it. I love that art.
Oh, I
think
like that Golden Sage.
Yeah, I think Sage is one of my favorite least played cards. I know Secret Mage is a big deck on ladder right now because you could just kind of play it. Not every list plays the Sage or the Seer, sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I've found some of them don't use it. They just decide to put in more exploding damage just to over the top them. But man, when you can draw like 5 or 6 cards for 6 mana,
I would challenge that because I think Sage.
I agree.
I think the ability to reload at that late is like if that card's played in the wild version of the deck, you should probably be playing it in the standard version of the deck. Because wild has so many different ways of doing things, and it chooses Sage. It's the only legendary in that deck.
I agree. Sages, I love it. We're gonna see rigged fair game here. This is pretty much always gonna pop off for Powa next turn, allowing him to draw 3 cards. Renew coming out on the Cell Weaver.
Okay.
Infiltrator. Interesting.
Ooh,
Initiation, sorry.
Interesting.
Power Wheel Shield
I don't mind it.
crazy.
Just gonna get this minion nice and beefy. Wants to generate with the Sethik Veil Weaver.
Okay.
I think you.
I mean, Interfire is an 8/8, right? Yeah.
Interfire is an 8/8. I like it. You're right. But you want to hold off for now.
Oh, 100%. Oh, nope. Never mind.
Oh no, actually no. You know what? You make it the 8 attack now. Because what if something happens and it gets cleared? So, because Rolling Fireball is a card, so
Rolling Fireball is a card, but I guess it's still a card. Yeah, I mean,
He's
you're
running
just
the deck.
generating one more card for yourself in that
yeah,
case.
and you generate a really good card, right?
There's a little taste of the Barons for everybody there. Shadow Hunter Vol'jin. And this is gonna pull out a Battlecry minion, so really good. Like that's
really nice. I mean, it just delays it a little bit more.
One turn and he missed the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, but I think I actually wouldn't want to see that DQA.
Oh, I mean, you could just perma freeze it, right? You could just Twilight Frost it. And,
yeah, you're right. You can freeze it, but
try and find ways to deal with it. You do have a corrupted ring toss, but no, I mean that Vol'jin is a fantastic.
Yeah, I just mean for that next turn there was no way to freeze it, so you're taking a lot of damage that Mage cannot afford to take. All right, Shadow Madness, Innerfire, Plague.
There's Innerfire again. I mean, Innerfire clears.
Innerfire is really good.
Yeah.
Takes the value trade. 2 to the face.
Woo.
Has Plague of Death in hand if necessary.
Mali, baby. I think Malygos Aspect of Magic is one of my favorite dragons. It's a
really good card.
Yeah, I am in absolute love with that card. I don't know what it is about it. I just love the entire discover and upgraded mage spell.
Yeah.
Gonna see Janice Baroff coming out here. Gets the Mozaki and a Lore Keeper. Are you supposed to get 2 legendaries off that?
No, but the 5 minion pool is so strong right now. Like there's very few. Like there are a few misses, but there's very little of them in comparison.
The biggest one you love.
The Malygos Polymorph.
I think you have to take it for that because if Mozaki isn't too scary because.
Yeah, it can get scary though.
Unless Ariana generates
gonna test correctly that the Mozaki is it. So I think you might. I mean, you could hold, but I think if you hold that, you risk it popping. You risk the priest being able to play enough spells to kind of clear a lot of the board off with spell power and the Holy Nova is in the deck.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, you've got a very strong board position right now.
Yes.
I don't think you want to really give him any chance to fight back right now. Ooh. That's a bad draw for
a miss. There's so many good minions in this deck. Could have pulled Alexstrasza, the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, Kalecgos. Even like a Kartut wouldn't be too bad.
Well, it's only a copy, right? So DQ wouldn't have. It would have been great, obviously, at 8/8. But like, if you can get Kalecgos and then
Kalecgos is what you wanted because then you could just blow the board up if you feel it's necessary.
Thick boy. Ooh,
I would be tempted
Netherwind.
To take. Yeah, Netherwind's actually pretty good here.
Yeah, and boy, Mirror Entity is
the mirror. Okay.
You're coming into those turns when you could see a Dragon Queen, right?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be enough minions to play beforehand that you're just gonna see. We're probably just gonna see a Cabal Acolyte here.
Mm-hmm.
Very low. We could just see like an Acolyte come out, but Initiation will kill the minion and actually get a Shadow Hunter Vol'jin for Ariana.
Yeah.
It's a Henge Clan Burglar off that. My player cards
for
minion. For that, I like that. This is a good play. And a mirror, and that's gonna be an empty Mind Flayer card.
Yes. No, it has it.
It does.
Oh.
It does, because it's a mirror. It's a copy. It's a mirror.
It's a yeah, so it hits the board as the copy, and then it mirrors the copy.
Yeah, so it's a copy. And so, yeah.
No, I agree. I thought it was going to be an empty boy. Hearthstone interactions are crazy.
They are, but you can blow this board up if you feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, it looks like what we're going for here. Gonna
And the evolving
devolve
missiles
here.
coming down. I think
Boom,
there might be
bing.
especially with Janus coming out. This Janus just plays right into a plague of death. Totem Goliath, like all this stuff wants
I think
to
you
get
pick Waxadrid here, right?
Oh, whatever you pick, no matter what you pick, it's getting.
Yeah, the
yeah.
totems feel. Although I guess you don't want your board to get locked with totems because
Yeah,
Mage
you
does
definitely
not
want to.
use-
You definitely want to pick the Waxajet because
Yeah.
it won't be board locked. But yes, rips the plague. No
Silence
hesitation.
too,
Rips
yeah.
the plague. Rips the plague. Everything dies.
Ooh, counterspell 1 turn too late. Looking at Sage here, but nope. Opts to go for the
Dragon
deep-
Queen drawn.
Oh baby, those are some dragons.
Yeah, you just want to play the 4. You just want to play Ysera here. Nas doesn't do anything. It's just a nice 1-mana 8/8,
Yeah.
which is hard to deal with. But you use with these decks, the Highlander Priest is pretty well teched for these types of decks. Honestly, yeah, we're just gonna see the Sethic come out. There's a couple of cards that we have that Ariana has that can be used to target
Ooh,
things.
Master Spell. Wow.
Good pickup there. It gets Zephyrus.
In time, all things are possible.
Yep. But with the death being played, then the Nozdormu can come down, and there's not.
Ooh, we can play Deep
not
Freeze this
readily
turn.
Yeah. Yeah, Deep Freeze is good here. You just freeze the 4/6. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you've seen the 1 Plague of Death.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness
my gosh,
gracious.
what a pull.
We do have the Zephyrs if you want to do a different type, but Soul Mirror, it doesn't clear, but it
Soul Mirror doesn't clear, but
yeah, it's gonna rip the
Oh,
Zephyr.
I think Zephyrus is better. You Zephyrus and you Twisting Nether's a board.
What baby?
Yeah. That's great for Ariana because this mage deck doesn't have puzzle box. So after a while the deck will run out and this priest deck will be able to kind of go infinite. So there's a potential that this gets drawn out long enough for the priest to kind of just whittle away with the value. Both 1-mana dragons played already as well. Kind of could be an issue.
Probably see a Dragon Queen of Ariana's own here.
Also, let's see what else could be played.
I mean, we're getting whittled down here. Ariana's at 16 health, and we have seen a lot of her defensive tools used. The Cell Weaver gone, the Renews to generate palm readings, the Volpira. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. There is really no over-the-top damage in the deck.
Honest Maze Guard is it, but this Onyxia is also really nice. It just fills the board with little pesky minions that you got to deal with. And this Mage deck does run a Rolling Fireball, which would be able to clear up one of the 8/8s potentially. And just leave 1/1s on the board with double trades.
You could actually, I was gonna say Firebrand, and then you fireball one of the 8/8s, and do this first. Okay, I figured you could do this after.
Yeah, this might be some.
Could weaken. I guess this could weaken them up. Combustion is a card.
This could also be really weird ordering. It hits really well.
So Fireball
clears the 1/1 and the 8/7.
Could full clear actually.
Full clear board. So
actually, I like Ray of Frost. Yeah. Push 8.
Okay,
You got your opponent at 16.
Okay. Yeah, and Soul Mirror does not kill. Soul Mirror does not clear, I should say. Man. Actually with Breath of the Infinite it does clear. You would just go breath plus Soul Mirror and you'd clear the board here.
Yeah. Leaving yourself with an 8/8, but looks to be going for a wild pyro turn.
Sure. But with that 3/5, it's
This
just
makes
the fact.
me feel like they might be going for a Raised Dead here as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Onyx Mage Scribe. There is a way. There is enough clear just with the cards in the just to clear off completely. It also triggers Onyx Mage Scribe, clears the board, gets the heal off, and Penance is there as well for next turn potentially. But leaving that 3-1 up,
Boy, there he is. We're gonna have some fun.
I don't know if you need to Reno. I don't think this mage needs to Reno right here because Reno could. I mean, there are ways that Reno could potentially backfire, but
typically,
just to avoid the randomness, I don't know if I'd play it.
Yeah, but Reno could be a box, Fish.
I know Reno could be a box, but if I'm unlimited power, do I want my Reno to be a box if I'm unlimited power? Probably not.
So if you're on power side, though, how do you close this match out? Right now, you have used your Malagos. You are waiting for your Kaligos. And really outside of that, I mean, you've got a Key Warden, but can't get you anything. Jandis is gone. Yeah, I think this is the play.
I mean, you're right. That was probably the best play.
And those are the minions, the scariest minions in the deck, other than Murazon. Those are the decks.
Murazon's still in deck. There's still Soul Mirror.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's actually not great. It mills.
And that's fine. Okay, that's better to have.
Yeah, okay. So that's a full hand. That's two cards.
Did get the Zephyrus.
This mage is going into fatigue soon, and there is not the keyword in Ivory could be really good because it could give something like a Nitro boost potentially.
Okay, so yeah, Zephyrus is just going to be able to dig for a little bit of lethal hero too. I forgot Zephyrus was in the deck.
Yeah, Zephyrus.
Forgot we saw it. We hadn't seen it. These matches take so long. Counterspell, Spellbender, and Netherwood. Those are some very nice defensive spells. So pops that right off the bat.
Pass for counter. I like it. Now we will see Netherwind. No, Spellbender, but
yeah, still gonna get the healing.
Sees all the spells.
Good minion.
You just Soul Mirror here. Because then the priest also gets a Solarian. I would just Soul Mirror.
Oh my goodness!
All right, so Ariana's gonna play for board here. I think I would have rather have seen the Soul Mirror for the reasons I gave, which was you get a Solarian Prime in your own deck as a priest, and that is one way you can super scam your way.
Yeah, but
matchup. You're
at 9 health, and the chances that the mage has a Pyroblast, right? You gotta you're within popping damage here. So Key Warden is going to get Commencement, Rally, and Philosophy. I feel like it's a Rally turn because you could take Philosophy and copy your Solarian.
Yeah, that would be gross.
Wow, we got back the Salamander and an Imprisoned Observer. I'm into that. Those are some very good ones to get back.
And you get a combo card, and the combo card was Cold Blood.
Cold Blood. I think this is your Soul Mirror turn. I think you're still going to be able to see.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Still going to get that Solarian, I believe.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Have to trade, but
you have to trade anyways, right?
I wonder.
You could trade in the 3-1 into the 1-3.
Yeah.
You could go one of the 1-1s into the 4-4, and then you can Soul Mirror. But
the future is clear. Your design is
another Karhoot. I guess 6 health.
You either take. You gotta take. Armor. I think you take one of the secrets here.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. I wasn't sure which secret was better, but
I feel like not getting hit in the face is better. Oh, just with the armor.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure. But I mean, there's just the way that is going to get traded off. There's not going to be any trades into the face this next turn. Because the guy only goes for 1 out of 2.
Oh, if that hits, okay, that was not the best.
That was not the best. In fact, that actually makes it so that the trade is not a value trade anymore.
So I'm trying to think if we can't get through this card.
Oh,
Rip it.
it's Prime. You rip Prime, yeah, every time.
Blizzard
wow.
is.
Yeah. yeah. But Priest is healing now.
Counterspell. Double and
Mysteries.
ancient mystery.
Counterspell, Ancient Mysteries. So overall, not a great result here.
Oh wow.
Galakrond the Unspeakable.
Yeah. See you
That
later.
is a really nice pickup. This Priest has now managed to come back and almost have the same amount of health as this mage, and now there's full
finding a way
value.
to fight back.
There is still a second Prime in the deck, though.
And
So-
with Elucia in hand, I mean, this is probably going to be an Elucia turn, and you're going to see a ton of cards played out. Still have the Zephyr in hand as well. I think that's what you got to be thinking here. If you're Power, you haven't seen that Elucia yet, so do you get some heavy hitting cards out of your hand? But there's so much in the hand. You've got primes, you've got Alexstrasza, you've got Caligos. So some of those cards obviously not playable, but oh, a 2/2.
Yeah, Eager Underling, not a great pickup.
No, not what you want to see.
No. Gonna test for counter.
Got it.
Yep.
Good guess. And now we finally see this Soul Mirror.
Yeah.
Your presence offends me.
Oh,
Wow.
that
Ancestral
is
Guardian.
Lifesteal.
That's a nice pickup.
Low fly. There's Reno.
I really
Reno's
like
a
playing around that
clean-
underling. Reno is a clean clear if you
If
can
you,
attack.
yeah, you chuck the Spellblender and you slam Reno, and yeah,
There is the fatigue issue if
There
this
is, but
priest
we've-
can clear, but I don't know if this priest can clear from here.
yeah.
I mean, there are minions that you can get that would
We're looking
be
for
good.
Nova.
There's Holy Nova.
Wow.
Acolyte Nova? No, you just Nova.
You just hero power, see what you get, Nova, right? There's no need to
Prob-
Acolyte.
Probably. Yeah.
We still have Mirazon in the deck.
Presence offends me.
We still have a lot of lower
Natalie Celine.
cost.
Your mind is not
Just gonna play out the Quell Acolyte. Blade Storm. That's
Oh.
huge. It clears the
It
that
clears the
clears
lifesteal.
the lifesteal minion. And now this mage starts fatiguing. Granted that Alexstrasza can be pretty big.
See Caligos.
Caligos can also be pretty big.
But Celine is going to, well, deep freeze.
Deep freeze. Yeah. Just deep freeze the face. It's not gonna attack anyways, but
No, you just got to get
gotta
these
get those
3/6s
minions.
out.
yeah, exactly.
And here we go.
All right, I think we're ready to see this Elucia get ripped.
Unfortunately, you see the Elucia, you'll see the Zephyrus, I guess, but
I think that's a better play, honestly. Yeah, I like this play better. Vivid
Oh,
Spores.
wow.
Oh my gosh.
all right, that's
I
pretty
think
decent.
I just think Alexstrasza can wait. No, there's no lethal here.
No, Bloodlust doesn't get
No,
you
but
there.
you definitely want to play.
Yeah,
but you
Zephyrus. This is the point. Wait, does it get you there with the
No. Natalie Celine.
Celine?
though.
The Celine.
Okay.
I was wondering if Cold Blood with
So now you have to Elucia here, just to steal the hand away. Hysteria is also pretty good too. Hysteria isn't a full clear, though.
No, one shy, and then you actually regenerate these frost element or water elementals.
Yeah.
Gonna freeze the 8/10.
We'd rather get that out of the way now.
You're gonna mind render, but
you just want to see what's in the deck.
and taking a tick of fatigue.
Deck switch back before.
Right. Yes.
Yes. So now Ariana knows that there's an Alex and can't unfortunately do anything about it, but can use up the 2 cards in the hand. Could even like the mysteries is useless.
That's it, right?
No.
No, we are
It's 14.
2 off.
Would need to generate magic. No way.
Don't do Deck of Lunacy.
Ray of Frost.
It's
You take
not
Ray.
your deck.
Yeah, you take Ray.
I
Well,
think,
Deck of Lunacy could have actually been pretty interesting, honestly. Would take away the priest spells, but I mean, that's a big Reno scam.
Yeah, that is.
Waves. Well, let's see what we get off of Hero Power.
Dun, da, da, da.
Mind Flare Karch. That is game. Yep.
Wow, that was a marathon as expected.
Yeah. Highlander Maid's got the better of this. One.
I love the Reno hero card. Oh man, Mage has to be one of my favorite classes, man. They get such like flavorful stuff. All right, with that, we're gonna
Mage
see.
just gets all the scam cards.
I love Reno.
A lot
man.
of scam cards.
Reno. Have you ever like just gotten like sprint into like overflow and drawn half of your cards?
I have not gotten a large amount of draws in separate times. I have been given overflow before though, and it has felt terrible.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Okay, so this is
Wisdom shall bring
so this matchup should be pretty good for the priest. We have
Yeah.
Paladin versus Priest. It's the only deck left for unlimited power. Ariana has to get through. Silas OTK and the Priest and this Highlander Priest through.
Yes, yeah. But as you said, this is more favorable towards the priest. You can deal with a lot more of these Librams. You can actually steal them back and silencing them off and just really making the Paladin's life absolutely miserable.
Yes.
We do see the Crab Rider into a Hand of Idolater, so oh my goodness, into a Blessing of Wisdom to draw 2 cards.
Well, Crab Rider is honestly so good.
Yeah, that's, a 1/4 sticks a lot of the time.
Penance just palm reading has to come in and you have to hope for something.
Mind Vision?
Probably Mind Vision, just because it will give you something from their hand. But
Is it 0 mana? Yeah, it gives you
honestly,
a bit of
it's
Wow, Grave Rune. Okay.
Yeah, not even a penance. Not even gonna penance here.
Man, Eldritch Attendant.
Like this is just the draw. This is just the exact draw, the exact type of hand that this actually lost some damage there. Missed 2 damage. Nope, did not miss the 2 damage.
Because he just drew it. Yeah.
No. I thought that there was 2 attacks queued. So good ordering there by Shadow Word Death.
Yeah.
What a good pickup. Stops the bleeding, and now this priest is fine. Like, there's so much removal in this hand. The Truth Seeker is nice pickup, but it will be able to get dealt with.
But there's a lot of stuff that you don't want to overcommit into anything, right? So.
Yes.
Just gonna slam out a Cobalt Spellkin and hand it back to Power, which, great. You've played a lot of Librams, but only sitting on 2 Librams of Hope and no Wisdoms in hand.
Yeah, but the 2 hopes are gonna be able to create quite a threat in themselves. So.
2 turns away from that flag. Gonna see a Soul Mirror here. Gonna leave.
I might attack into that Force first. Gonna attack after. Okay.
You want it, right? You want it 4-2.
Yeah. You want the 4-2 yourself. This creates a pretty interesting scenario now because there is that second hope to go down on the 1-2.
Oh, I actually thought we might see a Libram of Justice there.
I think the Justice was a slightly better play, but the Broom itself does make it
yeah, no, fantastic.
Does a good job for sure.
Yeah, Broom allows this. Actually, yeah, though this was way better. That Broom pickup was amazing.
Yeah, but Shadow Word Ruin should just deal with this pretty well, honestly.
It will ruin the board.
Yeah,
we saw a long matchup.
Okay, the stream is ended. Thank you very much for coming out.
I quite enjoyed that pun.
There's the Shadow Word Ruin pickup. Gonna slam it. Deal with these 2 8/8s.
You definitely, you just penance for sure. You want to heal this deck. Now all this priest needs to do is survive, and there's no they're all gone. But yes, the thing is that this Liadrin could get potentially slammed here. But gonna maybe wait for some more Librams.
Double Scarlet Subjugator.
Ooh, that's not bad.
It's just cheap minions to play out.
Yeah.
Things you can stick your Librams to if you choose to do so. Actually, I like this play from Powa. He's pretty much just vomiting his hand because he has so much draw, and with the Lady Liadrin, he's gonna overdraw a ton.
Yeah. It's going to unfortunately be met with the Liadrin play here from Unlimited Power from Ariana, so it's not the biggest. I might have just Holy Nova there instead, but I mean the way that this game is playing out, there was not much of a better play.
Oh, you don't have much time, right? That's the problem on Ariana's side, and
the main thing about this is that there's not a lot of time left. There's going to be a massive minion here, and if there's no removal on it, then it's
wave is nice.
Just potentially game. The apathy is good, but there is no way to pair it.
Just allows it.
Your demise be near.
Is there a copy?
Do you go with Justice here because you can Justice and play?
Man, but you're taking 6.
No, you
taking 6 with a flinger enhancing bad. Oh, with the Broom, yeah.
Yes.
But healing is a lot.
It's tempting, but you don't live. But you don't live if you let that live.
Yeah, gonna force an overdraw here on the side of Powa, but I don't think, other than it's another Pen Flinger, Crab Rider, he did his job earlier in the game. We're just gonna see Pen Flinger going absolutely crazy here and flinging out some sick Justice.
There's a potential that this, it's not game yet, but it's very, very close, but it's just the Nova just doesn't do a lot here, unfortunately. Nova doesn't clear anything off the board. It might be, depending on how buffs go, it might be able to, but I still think we're going to see that Devoted People.
So I'm interested to see, because Powa used all of his Librams of Wisdom. I think he still has one in the deck naturally, but Cobalt and Wave of Apathy is or Cabal Acolyte Wave of Apathy
it's just
super unfortunate way.
Yeah. I would even
clear here. Actually.
I would even consider playing Karj on the 4/5 Divine Shield, but maybe you wait for Karj for the second for one of the hopes. There is 6 cards in hand, so you would force an overdraw with this.
You're hoping this to go, yeah. All right.
Okay, well that didn't go as expected for Unlimited Power. You really, really, really needed to see it hit twice into that minion. So that way it would die itself, and then it would just go into hand. There's actually only 2 Librams and a Hand of the Ball used that did not actually see that. But we're gonna see yeah, we're just gonna see this game, I think, concluded here. I think there's definitely enough spells, right?
Yeah, that pushes 4 with spells, and then Librams plus hand gives you another 4. Yeah, that just gets you there.
Just absolutely annihilated by that early game.
Yeah, that Crab Rider came in huge for power there.
Yeah, and that matchup is very, very much like favored for the priest.
Yeah, no, another unfavorable getting squeaked through. But with that, yeah, Power takes
the series. Yeah.
Takes the series and keeps his team alive for this week in Pro. Ariana, as we said earlier, had a chance to steal that game away, or steal the entire matchup away for F2L, but Power saying, no, not on my watch, and getting a nice 3-1 victory there. See if we can get
Faction's not out of it yet.
No, not at all. Still, Toneberry Blue still has a game, and Foggy 8 still has a game as well. So
yeah,
not out of it whatsoever.
Hey, what's up, Unlimited Power? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Not bad.
Very good, man. Congratulations and well played, might I say. Those were some great games to watch, man.
Thank you. That was a little stressful, but we got there.
Yeah, you win in a pretty unfavorable, not pretty, but a decently unfavorable matchup there with the Priest versus Paladin. But Crab Rider coming in huge in the early game for you there.
Yeah, I figured there was absolutely no way I win late, so I just got to throw everything at the board as soon as possible and start hitting face, and it worked out.
Absolutely, yeah, it worked out.
Crab Rider goes burr.
Yeah, he does. He draws your cards. He hits the face. He does it all. Even getting a huge amount of Penflingers off there too in the early game. Get the discount super early. How did you feel though in the Highlander Priest Highlander Mage game?
Oh my god,
your favorite there, but man, those are marathons.
Yeah, that's a matchup I've actually played quite a bit. I think maybe last expansion, maybe 2 expansions ago, but
last expansion.
Yeah, so I played Highlander Mage against that a lot and it won a lot, but it's a little different now. But still, I knew I was favored. I knew I just kind of had to once again just keep throwing stats on the board. I knew I had more boards, and I knew she was going off the top deck at that point. So it was just kind of like, all right, we got this now.
Absolutely, no, yeah, it's one of those matchups where you have to really keep all of your threats and utilize things at specific times. So well done on that side. So with that win, you actually saved your team from getting ended in 3 games this week. That's got to feel pretty good, obviously.
Yeah, I'm starting the roll back. We got, we're just gonna, we just need Ton and Foggy to step up, and we'll keep our winning ways. But
yeah, especially you guys are, I think right now 4th in play, in the 4th spot. So you're still fighting for that last spot in playoffs, and against the team that you are very close with in standings, in the way of F2L. So that's got to feel great.
Yeah, it was that should go a long way for us. So hopefully the other 2, I got full confidence in them. Ton's great, Foggy's great. So
yeah, puts you 6 points down in the 4th spot. So I mean, and Tap Washers are just knocking on the door 6 points behind you. So it's a tight race for that last spot. So big points, big pickups there for you too.
Yeah, luckily we had our bye last week. I think a few of the teams ahead of us still have a bye, so we should be able to hopefully comfortably go in as long as we don't totally screw up these 2 weeks. So
right, yeah, I think Popeye's Spicy Chicken is on a bye this week.
Yeah, Popeyes is one of the last buys.
Yeah, and I don't know about Sheepies, but they're actually passing Popeyes right now in the standings. I know they were lower, and they're
tying them.
Yeah,
they surprised us earlier this year. They caught us off guard and beat us when we were like, I had only heard of Sheepies. I'd seen him around quite a bit, but anybody else on the team I'd never heard of. They were really good. They kicked our asses. Huh?
Yeah, no, they've been probably some of the lesser known, and they've come out and really surprised a lot of people in the THL. So that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, congratulations again. Big win for your team. And any last words before we get this third match rolling on?
Not much. Just go faction.
There you go faction. Well, congratulations and thanks again for being on stream. We always love having you.
Really
Thanks
appreciate
for having
it.
me, man.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Everyone awake out there after those marathon Highlander games, and
I think we deserve
Barely.
to have Highlander everything. The
Highlander
rest
everything.
of the evening. Yep.
All right,
Mhm.
Itachi, calm down.
We're good. We're good. Boozers get a nice priest in the lineup, so there's a hypothetical possibility.
Yeah.
We could see it. We could go for the trifecta. But yeah, with Let's Talk Who Said, we've got one more game here.
One more.
We've seen Pro, we've seen Legacy. Get ready for a little hero action, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we've got quite an exciting matchup. We've got the 2-seed matchup between Dab on 'em and Advanced Tactical Lackeys, Boozosaurus of Dab on 'em versus your Mumked of ATL. Classes Boozosaurus has brought Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Warrior. Your Mumked has brought Druid, Paladin, Rogue, Warrior, and both rogues are banned.
Yeah, it's so interesting what one card change will do. Because, like, typically you would see a double Paladin ban here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Well, hold on,
and-
though. Hold on
Oh.
before you elaborate a little more. Edwin stoned the deck. So what's changed?
Sorry, I meant I meant Alora.
They
I actually
banned
meant Alora.
they banned Rogue because of Edwin. That's why they banned Rogue each.
That was it,
That's
definitely.
Sure,
bottom line.
sure.
Yeah, we saw Ariana. You know
not
what?
it's not because aggro weapon rogue was
No,
burr.
not at all. Not at all.
No,
Anyway,
we
continue.
saw.
Sorry to interrupt.
We saw Ariana do it, right? No, you're right, man.
Oh, sure,
I,
it can happen.
I was more alluding to the Alora. You know the.
Yeah.
So typically you'd see it's so many Paladin. I love going through like week to week and seeing the change. Like I went back 2 weeks ago, shamans everywhere.
Yep.
Just all over your
You
screen.
mean like half a season ago?
Yeah. And then right now, like I know Paladins are extremely like, even 2 weeks ago, Paladins
Mhm.
brought, Paladins banned. That's just the
Yeah.
way it was.
But
now
Paladin,
it's
Paladin,
kind of
Rogue
healthy.
Warrior, Paladin and Rogue Warrior have been staples of this entire meta for like 2 expansions. It feels maybe not for Rogue, but Paladin and Warrior have kind of just been around, right?
Yep.
They've been around.
So are you?
All right.
Just gonna
Oh
say,
yeah,
Yeah,
We got-
I'm ready.
If you're ready,
Well-
I'm ready. Corden's ready.
I'm ready.
So we got Boozosaurus, who's gonna be at the bottom of the screen.
Awesome.
First to spectate, and then we have your Mumkid located at the top for ATL. So I'll let the players know that they can roll.
Ooh.
Sure.
So this
And-
is coming into hero playoffs. It is a tight race right now. Maddie Ebbs got a 3-2 victory over Buse.
Mhm.
And Astral Frog got a 3-1 victory over Nice Jewish Owl. So tight 6-5 race in favor of Dab on him. So Booze is, hoping to take a pretty strong
Yeah.
lead, and then hopefully that fourth game, whoever that may be, can really swing it home. But I think each player is really just looking to get whatever they can out of here. So no 3-0s, no 3-0s or 3-1s. You got to get those 3-2s if you want to keep in these playoffs.
Yeah. And so just to refresh those who are watching, this is a Hero Series match. This is last hero standing. So if a deck wins, that deck moves on. And if that deck does not win, then it is gone.
Yeah, so very different from what we've seen earlier in the night. Same as Legacy, we don't know the exact lists that are coming, but as Fish said, if you see it lose, it is gone.
Yeah.
Giggity gone.
Hey, looks like a double paladin to start, double broom paladin to start as well.
Double pally, baby.
In Golden Penflinger and Golden Aldor 10 for Booze. So
Golden truths, all the golden.
yeah. Golden Truth Seeker, yeah. We see a bunch of gold cards also for your Mumked. So very pretty hands for these players right now. Glacial Razor.
Interesting.
Glacial Razor, Scarlet Subjugator.
Not really a way for your Mumked to freeze, but just a 1-mana 1/3.
Yeah, 1-mana 1/3 is good.
You got to be able to clean up this board.
Yeah. That's all this matchup is. It's a board struggle between these two players.
Absolutely, yeah. It's this is going to be a completely who can stick their buffs faster and better than the next, and who can keep their clears and their justices and everything of that sort.
So yeah, right now Boo's being a little bit behind. However, has maybe a bit more going as we go on with the Selet's Pride, and actually having both Libram of Wisdoms in hand. But
yeah, and going to be able to discount them very soon.
Yes. Not leave a minion on board, but the Scarlet Subjugator able to allow no damage to be taken.
Go see a Hand of a Dog, and to see if we can start drawing, finding some of those combo pieces. We do find the Aldor Attendant, but still no. Libram's going to be able to play one of the wisdoms here. Finally, that Libram of Judgment, actually, or Libram of Gidim, sitting in hand, going to be a nice once that Aldor Truthseeker comes down. Going to be a lot more corruptible, but honestly, could just see it coming out as a non-corrupted 5/3.
Could, yeah, it could happen. There's enough draws there's enough cards in this deck. I think with this Judgment, it's maybe a bit of advantage for Booze here in the long run, but it's getting tough. It's looking kind of tough here. I think just wanting to corrupt the cards and get the Penflingers going could be a potential play. I'd quite like to see Coin Truth Seeker probably just to stop the bleeding for a turn. Although we do see the Truth Seeker from your Mumkid probably going to come out here.
Yeah, that is what you see here, and hoping to stop some of this onslaught that your Mumkid has been putting on, turn it from a Broom Paladin to a Face Paladin.
Yeah. But these Argent Braggarts, I really set Booze well. Booze pretty well here. We're gonna see probably some Librams getting played.
Oh
to get some nice clean clears with some face damage.
Board clean and Aldor of their own. As you said, these braggarts are gonna come in pretty massive here.
Yeah. You definitely want to make one Braggart, because you can go like Braggart Justice. There's no Broom. You would like Broom a lot here.
Yeah.
But Penflinger also a possible option. He's gonna
clear.
We're gonna see a clear here.
Just a quick correction for the Libram of Wisdom. I thought that was Libram of +1/+1.
Libram of +1/+1.
Just looking at my records from Ron Mexico and Brushy. When you're,
Oh, okay.
Libram of +1/+1. Yes. How silly of me.
It rolls right off the tongue, doesn't
it?
Unfortunately, now it's just the Libram of Judgment can just come out here, and it's gonna be really tough because it's just gonna keep dealing damage. I mean, they won't be playable even with the Aldor, but
yeah, that's what I was just counting to see. But I think at this rate, you just start smacking them in the face, right?
Yes, I would go with that play.
Yeah, the Librams of get them.
I mean, the worst thing is a hope draw here, I guess.
Okay.
All right. I don't really see.
He just wants to completely clear off the board and keep it as clean as possible.
But he doesn't really need this to be corrupted. I felt like if you just go for it, there's no way.
This also sets up a reverse lethal next game.
Sure, but you could have. I guess it just set up. I guess it sets up a lethal.
No longer lethal. I start flinging to the face here, starting to get some chip damage in. Second Braggart coming down. That's it.
Yeah. The only issue is that Judgment. Yeah, I mean, a lot of broom decks are not running Libram of Judgment, so I would not have expected that card to be played if I was Booze necessarily. I mean, obviously,
right. Yeah,
it is played in some lists, and so. Now let's see how Booze responds to this. He does have Priest in his lineup. I would highly expect the Priest here. But if this Priest doesn't win, the Warrior is not good and is not very good into this deck unless it's an ETC.
Yeah, really what you're looking for is an ETC, and even just to chuck a Silas in there to steal away some of those Librams or bigger minions. But as you said, we do see the Priest coming out here from Booze. Your Mum Kid's still on that Paladin as you have to be.
Yeah, this Priest is in a nice spot if it can get through here, though. It would all depend. It might depend on the Warrior deck that your Mum Kid brought, but. We'll see how this plays out.
We saw this last series, Crab Rider.
Yeah.
Live in color.
So what do you think this Priest is? Looks like it's a Highlander-ish.
Yeah, it's probably Highlander.
Yeah. That's what it's looking like here. You've seen a lot of cards drawn, no duplicate, and pretty much your standard, okay, include everything that we can in Priest, because pretty much every Priest card is not bad.
I might go for a palm reading here potentially.
Throw 32 cards into a Priest deck.
Because you want to get this Nova. You really wanted to get that Nova discounted.
Wow.
Yeah. It's could also palm reading into Holy Smite, I guess.
You could have done that last turn because it discounts it.
Yeah, he might.
I mean, now this is just really bad.
Yeah, this is like again what we saw last turn.
I mean, you would have had a clear here, potential clear.
You take Dark Prophecies,
yeah. You just take Prophecy, but I mean, there just is no clear here. Shadow Word Pain, there's Pain.
Found it.
Yeah, but you can't play it this turn.
And though he does take it, and we see the Libram of Wisdom sitting in your Mum Kid hands.
The wisdom just takes that out of reach.
I would like to say I want to see the angriest golden chicken this game, and if your Mum Kid does not give me that, I will not give him the win.
This is pretty much almost a repeat of what we saw last game. Another Blessing of Wisdom.
So, but if we don't see, we don't see the Libram of Wisdom here.
Now it gets cleared, but it's still like.
Priest has the Cell Weaver off the top too. Priest has
Veil Weaver. It makes this pretty okay, and I think there's just so many cards that can get played off of this. I like this.
Priest at 20 is completely fine. Priest is not worried being at 20.
No, it's not worried at 20 at this point, but I mean. This deck is still potent, this Paladin deck.
Oh, for sure. But we haven't seen half of Priest's way to deal with any of this stuff. We're going to see Crab Rider coming out here. And, I mean, again, we've got some good answers and a lot of digging we can do as well.
I would have maybe liked to see the Libram there, but okay. Libram of Wisdom to clear, but I guess we'll see it here instead.
Shadow or Death. Not going to see that for a while.
I think you take.
Raise Dead gives you your Veil Weaver back, but you already have one, so maybe a Thought Steal.
Okay.
Opts for the Raise Dead. Wants more things.
You know, second Raise Dead is pretty okay here. Gonna coin out a Dark Prophecy. Okay.
Oh, look at Warlock or Cho. It might be Mimi right now, but it prevents your mom kid from playing things.
Wow.
That is, I love it.
That's like,
I'm into it.
Give me some spells, cuz. Let's go.
Yeah, straight up. You want to play a bunch of spells? Do it. Do it, cuz. Oh, that's. It might not have been the best thing. Yes, Angriest Chicken.
Yeah, now we just go for like
Our word.
Feast
But
is-
that now it's on
Feast
the
is
flip
fine.
side. 8 cards.
But you want
I
to,
mean,
but you do want to go for the Wand Maker potentially here, to see what it gives you before you make any other play.
Must consider.
Because there's a chance that there's a Renew's pretty good. Renew could get you a spell to maybe deal with that 4/6.
yeah, but
Raise
you got to
Dead.
remember everything you're doing is giving. So I think we might see the double Raise Dead here. Oh,
I like
really
it.
smart play.
It forces a mill.
Yeah,
But
but
you're
I just really enjoy the that interaction of giving it 6 to kill it.
My
Yeah,
hand
that's-
is too full.
Ooh, massive burn.
That's a really big burn. Getting rid of one Libram of Hope. There is no second hope in the hand currently. Looks like Devout Pupils cost 2.
Oh, do you not want to Libram here first? Libram of Justice first?
I wonder.
Libram of Small Health?
Not sure.
No. Okay. Yes. No, not the Angriest Chicken. I'm upset. It's so interesting to see this Lore Walker Cho left out.
This game's just gonna be. This game's just so interesting now.
This game's getting ridiculous. I love it.
There is a Unsleeping Soul.
Oh, I think he's going for the reverse mill on his own. There's,
Booze has 9 cards now, so yeah, he will mill.
yeah.
But and it's bad because none of these Librams cost like. Somehow he has 4 Libram of Wisdoms, which I don't know how he has that without playing Liadrin at this point.
Oh, there's a nice mill.
That is a nice mill on the opposite side,
Wow.
exactly.
Okay.
But I mean, these are some chunky boys, but
Yeah. Unsleeping Soul seems to be a good play here. You just don't want the minion to. You just don't want him to have that same thing. Now you can.
I was gonna say Mass Dispel there seems super nice, but yeah, that was
Yeah, just want to get rid of this. Just like now, you can get rid of the board. Now there's no more. Now there's no more milling, unless decided upon by that specific player that they don't want to mill.
Well, Liadrin's gonna help.
oh yeah, Liadrin's gonna bring back a ton of 0 cost, and
Yeah.
we're looking for a pen.
I was trying to figure a way how to get rid of the Libram of +1/+1, but there's no way once the player plays it. That's it. Like
Yeah.
Early on, we're talking early on. So even if it gets
Yeah,
discounted for
no,
0,
yeah.
it's-
There's no way to. You would have to remove an early one, and that way there was less in the pool.
Yeah.
But there's been enough in the pool.
yeah.
I'm still confused. I'm still confused how there's like 4 Libram of Wisdoms in Booze's hand when there is only 2 in the field and no Liadrin played. I got really confused there for a second.
Did Cho have anything to do with that? I feel like Cho had something to do with that.
Really?
There's 2 Chos.
No, but one of them was a copy of Silence.
The Angriest Chicken.
Back again.
all I want to see is the angry chicken.
Ooh.
Okay, well, Apo is not bad, but would need the really would be looking for a
Be an Apo.
apotheosis
Apocho.
is I don't know. I mean, it clears something, but it's more just trying to live, and I don't know if that's gonna do enough to live. 14. No, it's lethal.
Oh,
15.
it's
Pen
lethal.
flinger,
But
pen flinger,
angry
pen flinger.
chicken, angry chicken, angry chicken, angry chicken.
No.
Dude,
Well, can win with the chicken, yes, but it's not gonna.
with
It's not
the
gonna
chicken.
enrage. It's not
your
gonna
mom kid,
enrage.
your mom kid, please listen.
No,
listen.
he's not doing it.
You have better.
No. See, Booze wouldn't let him do it. So.
Yeah.
Booze.
I mean, again, I
Guys.
think it came. I think that matchup came. Like, I know it didn't have a lot to do. I think that early game, like, you still chunking out 10 health puts a priest on such a back foot when they're such a reactive deck.
Easy. Yep.
So,
Oh
it's,
yeah,
it's,
plus
it's
drawing
not what
cards while doing
necessarily
that.
lost the game, but
Plus drawing
I mean-
drawing
I
cards.
mean, now
while
I
doing
don't think that. I think this Broom Paladin just has such a high sweep potential here. It's
It is
bomb. It
looking
is.
that
It's bomb
way.
warrior, which is, or no, it's not guaranteed bomb warrior. I just don't know if Deathwing's played in some decks. Oh, it's a control deck for sure. I
Yeah.
guess with the rattle gore, but
Could be
We'll
like
see.
Justin Times ABC Warrior. Just get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that was
that was interesting.
confusing,
Yeah.
and he won.
Yes.
Yeah. He even knew it was
Which was the more
he even knew it was
confusing
jank,
part.
but
I must move quickly.
Yeah.
you just play the Dust Devil here, probably. Yeah, it's not gonna die.
No Libra.
Wow, that is
plus
a-
on
I've-
that one.
I don't think I've ever seen Dust Devil Golden. That is that's a dark animation.
It is.
You know what I
It's a
mean?
cool animation.
His body is very dark.
I think you just coin out. Yeah, you have to coin the Armor Smith here, even though you don't want to.
Gotta fight for board.
Yeah,
He's
it
that
it
world-
helps.
Yeah.
Board lives at
Feels
least.
bad.
Did you guys ever see the movie Mothman Prophecies?
Yeah.
That's what his eyes reminded me of.
It reminds you. Yeah. Just like the glowing. Yeah.
The two red
100%.
lights. Yeah. Two red.
Yeah.
You gotta check that out, Fish, when you get it.
Yeah. That's old, guys.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, it says explode.
Oh, Booze is able to weed through this early game with without taking too much damage. Able to gain a little bit of armor here.
Yeah,
Does have the Blade Storm and Brawl for any answers that he might need. So
Yeah.
we're getting slowly there, but still a bit of an uphill battle.
Yeah. So
Man, these draws for your
Wow.
mom kid are
Jeez.
insane.
yeah.
That uphill battle just became a steep incline.
Depending on the deck, this warrior deck can win. Wow, Fellfire Deadeye.
Interesting.
One mana armor up. That's
Yeah.
actually like pretty good and probably needs
we
to get
wild?
cleared.
What are we in wild?
No. What are we, Demon Hunter?
Today.
It's more like if we're Demon Hunter or not, because that's a Demon Hunter. The only way-
Even warrior. Come on.
Even Warrior.
Oh,
Even warrior. Come on.
I get
I'm
you.
not that old.
even warrior never existed.
All right, this is the second time we have to shut the stream down.
Sure.
Just shutting straight
Sorry.
down. Left,
Sorry,
right,
I caused
center.
him to get shut down, everybody.
Oh, ops too. Ooh, Shield Slam is extremely nice to deal with this 4/4.
Yeah.
Just
armor.
opting to game
armor
more. Okay,
control.
Silas. So OTK.
Silas OTK.
All right. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
this is this deck. Silas OTK should be okay into this deck.
You're
Depending on combo, it really needs to hit its combo still, but I think it's this is a pretty interesting matchup at this point. Now that we know what this deck is,
Yeah, because your Mumkid didn't get off to that thunderous start like he did in the Priest. So
Yeah, there's
Booze is okay with him kind of getting to the later games and just doing whatever he needs to do.
Yeah.
Still has his shield slam. I guess he's opting not to use the shield slam for the combo, but you gotta play a second one.
There's two of them in deck though. Like you don't play this deck and run one shield slam. Yeah.
Hopefully not, because he just ripped it.
Yeah, there's two in deck. Has two pieces of the armor puzzle. Now just needs a skipper.
And yeah, just needs the armor to get there. We're gonna see Libram of Gilliam
Now this is
starting to
the
rip
Libram
off.
of Judgment's really good here because you just want to keep as much armor off this guy as possible in case it is a Silas deck. And now we see another piece of the combo, the latest combo that you could possibly pull off with a risky skipper would be double mercenary. You usually don't hold it for it, but yeah, it's possible. The rough part is there's no Sword Eaters, no Ankars, no Corsair Cache for this deck right now. So, just gonna rip the armor up and I'm gonna pass. Meanwhile, this Paladin deck can just make an 8/8 Taunt Divine Shield, and that'll force out second Blade Storm. But this Paladin deck just power up this. The Libram of Judgment is so strong in these matchups. This Bulwark also going to be huge. Gonna opt to play it now, which I respect because you do not want to deal with. Not want to deal with getting hit in the face for 5 damage. You just hold it off. Second one drawn.
And
but
Penflinger
Penflinger is the worst nightmare of this weapon.
Yeah.
So can definitely clear almost all of it right now.
Will clear all of it.
Yes. It depends on. It depends on mana.
Could have, but decides to go if he goes for the Pride route here.
I don't know if there was enough. Was there enough mana to full clear and not have to hit the weapon?
Oh no! Weapon would have had to have been.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You definitely just want to. You definitely don't want to use the weapon swing into it.
Rattle go.
Nice.
Bam. Slam.
Now the only hope is no Silas. You haven't seen Silas. You have to hope it's not in the deck.
Give him the business with this Rattlegore.
But this Rattlegore would actually just win the game, honestly.
At this rate, with double Bloodsworn in hand as well, any damage on this Rattlegore, and if he chooses to just forego the OTK and make 3 giant Rattlegores...
Oh no, you just make Rattlegores at this
man,
point. There is no way you are not winning this matchup without that right now.
We even just choose to brawl and try to trade if you would want to.
Maybe, yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep, for sure. And these justices don't do much because Rattlegore just respawns.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That really, like you were saying, Silas is the biggest way to get towards that. I think he's thinking of swing first and then, but yeah, no, just.
I mean, the tricky part for Booze is that he's down to 10 health.
Yes, that is on the flip side. You have to clear here. This makes copying Rattlegore extremely difficult.
Yes. Ankar. Man, if that came earlier. Okay.
So I mean, if you drop,
I think you definitely Ankar. It's just a matter
Ankar is you're lucky. You're praying for risky.
Yes. You're praying for risky skipper here.
Sword Eater.
Sword Eater. Bad. It feels kind of bad. Got to trade off the Rattlegore, and at this point, you don't want to get rid of that Ankar, but you.
Whoa! Think about this.
No, you have to play the Sword Eater because otherwise you.
The Sword Eater. I don't know if you have to go for that Armor Smith. because you didn't draw for like you could have cutting classed a lot earlier.
Sure.
Yeah. Because that's your second armor smith, so it's a tough one.
However, you're just getting so low. You need to block damage. There isn't.
Hit there. You get a.
There isn't enough for lethal, right?
There.
It's close.
Almost.
5.
So what?
Yeah,
bear off, and then yeah.
Yeah, if you bear off and hit that flinger, you get 5.
I don't think you have enough with.
Yeah, no, 100%. If he bear offs, he flingers down the sword eater.
No, but he did hope, so there's a chance you just get a hope, and it's
you don't need hope. You've got judgment.
Is. It doesn't kill this turn though.
He's 1 mana off lethal there.
That's what I mean.
Best wants to pick that boy back up.
I do love a good.
And we overrode our anchor, so we don't even need it. But the armor smith is gone.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, yeah, you have to trade. Brawl.
Yep. And then pretty much die.
No.
Yeah.
You get no armor. Well, I guess you do armor, but
if the 4/5 didn't, if the 4/5 wasn't the one who lived, if Rattlegore lives, then
yeah.
Rattlegore. And you still have a quartermaster in deck, so you could cutting class.
He has to win this brawl. He has to win this brawl, but he's still dead because there's a Libram in hand, and he lost it.
Wow.
Just a straight
Dang. It has not been a brawl night for War.
No.
Oh, boy.
That has to be really, really just that's brutal. Like, yeah.
Well, that, as compared to the match before, was fast and furious.
Yep.
Paladin getting a 3-0 sweep. Your mom kid coming through.
Mhm.
Huge.
So let's get your mom kid in
advanced tactic. Yeah, advanced tactical lackeys. That's a massive win. Stealing points from Davs on him.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's up, your mom kid?
Hello.
I see that you have your what's it called? The Rattlegore greasy greasy wins out of the brawls.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my god! And then we were just kind of giggling. It's like, okay, brawl, Rattlegore.
the second one didn't matter, but
No.
It
yeah,
didn't.
the first
No,
one was
yeah.
good to win.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were enjoying it. Great win tonight, buddy. It was great to see.
Yeah, amazingly strong win. That puts your team in a very good position with 2 games left in that playoff match. You said no points for you, Booze, and 3-0. That's huge for playoff. It's got to make you feel good, and a big sweep with the Paladin. So really good there. I do have one point of contention with you, is that you didn't lethal him with an angry chicken, and that upsets me.
Oh yeah, I must have missed that one.
Yeah, you drew Penflinger right at the last
he conceded
minute.
anyways, but
Yeah, he conceded, but all I wanted was an angry chicken in my life, and I didn't get it. It died, and then you got it back, and I was the happiest person, and then I was the saddest person.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
the best card to get off the first day of school, but I high rolled pretty hard that first game with it. The first day of school, I got some good ones.
Yeah, it seems that the priest matchup that used to be very difficult for Paladin with the early game snowball effect that Crab Rider can have really closes that match out. I mean, we saw it last match as well, and this match too. Hand of a Doll into a Blessing of Wisdom is absolutely insane on Crab Rider to close out matches early.
Yeah, that card is just good. It's like overstated and it's got Wind Fury. It's just a perfect fit for this deck, in my opinion. So Yeah, I've just been really liking this deck ever since the races came out. Been playing some Crab Riders. It's been nice.
Is it worth it enough to say no longer Broom Paladin? It's now Crab Rider Paladin. Can we call it Crab?
Honestly, probably at this point.
Can we call it Crab Paladin?
I mean, yeah, that that could work.
Any
I like it a lot. But no, yeah, really well played matchups. Obviously, Hero, you got right through with the Paladin. Do you think Paladin's probably the strongest class right now? Is that why you let out with it?
Well, the way the classes kind of lined up for this series, we kind of figured, we're talking about it in our Discord, how if he wins Paladin, I would have the hardest time stopping his Paladin, and if he didn't ban my Paladin, then he would have the hardest time stopping mine too, and that's kind of exactly what happened. I was a little surprised he didn't go Res Priest. That's a little better matchup into the Paladin with all the taunts and whatnot, but the Highlanders is still, I think, slightly favored, but I always feel pretty confident, and my hand really was good that second game. I just had so much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like that Highlander Priest we've seen it on stream tonight and in your guys' matchup. It was struggling in a match that it's supposed to be a little bit more favored, but I think as the expansion has gone on and it's lost some of that steel package with like the Cabal and the oh my goodness, Wave of Apathy. People don't run that too much so often, so it kind of sways it back into the Paladin's favor for sure.
Yeah, as the Highlander Priest, obviously you just have one copy of each, so it's kind of hard to set that up in a way. The Plague of Death is still pretty nice if you get to that point, but I was putting on so much pressure. It was
one of those matchups. The second game, I believe, you just hit first day of school, and just played everything, and you just became an absolute smork Paladin.
Yeah, this deck actually does that a lot. So it's.
Yes, I was gonna say I was talking to Ron Mexico about this on last night's stream. It's just when the Paladin comes out with like you're doing your mulligans and you do have the option of the first day of school. If you have two of them, do you play them right away? And you have the option to kind of flood the board. He was of the opinion to do that, so it looked like that was your plan tonight too. So
yeah, when you were running the Allura before you got like more of the cheaper spells like the Blessing of Wisdom, it was okay to hold it sometimes if you had Allura in hand because it was a great activator for that. But I'm not even running Allura. Most lists have cut it now, so
But nobody's cut Edwin,
I just
dude.
let it. I just let it rip.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, those were some awesomely well played matches. Thank you for getting on stream. I know we got you guys in there a little bit later, but always better than never. So really appreciate you coming out and getting on stream, and congratulations to you on the 3-0 and a massive win for you guys in playoffs.
Yep, I hope we could close out the week. I'm excited. This is my first Heroes playoff. I think my second season in
You did your part with a 3-0 tonight, dude.
Yeah, man, you more than carried your weight. So, if your team, if nobody carries you, you can just, no, don't look at me. I did my job.
Yeah, I mean, I've been
Go ahead.
I've been losing a little bit in Hero as of late. I think I was 4-1, but then now I had dropped 3 in a row. It's nice to put up a W again.
Yeah. It always gives you that confidence going into other matches as they progress. So
absolutely, yeah, for sure. All right, well, thanks again for being on stream, and good luck in the rest of playoffs.
Thank you guys. Man. Thanks for staying up pretty late for us.
What's late? I have a 1-month-old. I'll be up in 2 hours. Thanks again, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
Take care. Well,
awesome.
So, Fish, do you want to see what's coming up for this weekend's matches there for Saturday and Sunday?
Sure. I don't know about Saturday personally, but
Saturday.
I know Sunday has some good. I know Sunday Schoolstone has some good matches scheduled. We have Let me pull up this schedule really fast. I know we have at least one match
Yep, just click on
Where are we at?
the tabs there.
Let me
Dude.
just.
Loving the tabs.
We have Nails. So Sunday Schoolstone, we have Nails versus Always Just in Time at 12 noon Eastern Time. That's Legacy Series. And then we have a Pro Series match, Ridiculous Hat versus Nails. So we're getting double Nails in a row.
Boy.
Playing his Legacy match and then his Pro match on stream. That is going to be opted by Lotus Knight and casted by Lotus, myself, and Robobson. And Saturday Schoolstone, there's nothing updated for it. I don't know if they were able to get any matches, but there should be there probably will at least be a Wild Meta Report show potentially for like half an hour or so with that Marty B will host.
Yeah, and I know on Salty Saturday we were supposed to see Booze and Your Mum Ked.
Yeah, there's only
but
one match now.
A little bit of scheduling conflict, but you will see DeSharmo versus Mr. Python in Hero playoffs as well. So another one that you definitely do not want to miss. If you do have any games going on Saturday night, let Donde or Isocles know. I'm sure they would feel, or they would be super happy to get some more stream time going. So feel free to reach out to those guys. What do we got for Sunday there, Fish, going into Sunday night?
We have JR Juggerlaw versus Draco Cat Hero Series quarterfinals. Tampams versus Tampams versus AskHS, and then Marty B versus Goose at 9 p.m. That is going to be Legacy F2L Red versus Flame Pimps, and that's going to be Myanodon and Dollar Bills, opted by our man Saku.
Yeah,
that was
some good matches that are going to finalize hopefully by the weekend there. So
yeah, we haven't really seen much action in the Legacy matches. We do have a sweep for Slad though, so that's 4-0 for F2L Red.
Holy.
And then we have the match result, obviously, that we saw tonight, Jester 3-2 over Jimbo.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. That F2L Red Flame Pimps one's going to be huge, especially if some of those games get played before Marty B and Goose, and it comes down to it. I really hope that it's a closer one than we're not going in and seeing an unfortunate obvious win. It'd be great to see some of those tighter matches on a Sunday night get rolled through. So that would be really cool to see. Other than that, I think
also hoping for JR's match as well to not be already decided by the time his match gets played.
Right.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, other than pro, we're in Legacy playoffs and Hero playoffs. So pretty much every game you're going to see on stream that has either of those has major implications, especially in the later Saturday night, Sunday night shows, because we get usually the first crack at them, set the tone type of games.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thanks again, guys. On behalf of Corden and Dr. Fish, you guys did great tonight there casting, and thanks to all our players that joined us on stream, and as well as our viewers that stuck us through right to the end. So enjoy your night. We will see you back here. If there's any games on Saturday afternoon, you'll see an announcement. Otherwise, stay tuned for. It's going to be Markshire and Donde. They're actually broadcasting Saturday, a Salty Saturday match. So,
yes, Isocles, I think, had plans. I forgot.
He
got taken away.
So, I wish everybody a good night and be safe out there.
Stay safe and see you later.